No matter which mouth you feed on a two-headed snake, it still shits the same turd. But lucky for you, you have Mox News. More than 10 years. More than 60,000 videos. Mox News has been filtering the nonsense and illuminating the bullshit from your mainstream media. Turn off your TV and turn on to Mox News. For over a decade, documenting the socio-political events that have etched and carved the pathways that define today's modern mess, Mox News has been providing clarity while faithfully bringing you today's relevant stories 100% commercial-free and subscription-free. And just like Lady Liberty vows to remain free. But at this time, we're asking you for your help, your patronage, and your support to keep the lights on and the videos rolling. For less than 17 cents per day, you can become a basic subscriber, knowing that your donation is truly making a difference that will help continue bringing the news stories that make a difference in your life. Turn on, tune in, and drop a couple dimes today by clicking the link below or visiting moxnews.com and show your support at any level. From a single one-time donation or dedicated monthly subscriber, do it now in less than 2 minutes. All donations are safe, securely processed, and verified using PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover Card. As always, we're sure you'll find something of interest each and every day. This holiday season, give the gift of Mox. moxnews.com.
Oh, wrong one. Hi everybody, my name's Mike. This is my YouTube page, Mox News, and welcome to your Wake and Bake News at 7 p.m. I'm your host, Moxie. And tonight is a very special night of the week. Is Dabs for Donations Friday. I have the bong all heated up. Usually the first one's free, but tonight our good buddy Wolko has given a generous donation, so I have a big fat dab lined up for Wolko. And we'll be taking that in just a minute to show appreciation. And so the way this works, people, is you give a donation and I take a dab for you. This one is for Wolko. And where's my list of videos? I got to go get my list of videos, but make sure it's not too hot. It's pretty hot. Hold on. And so you give a donation, I will do a dab in your honor. I have many videos lined up for you this evening. I'm going to do this big fat dab for Wolko, and then we'll get to it, shall we? Woo! Woo! Okay, so that's some good stuff. Thanks so much, Wolko. Wolko is the man. And that's the way it works, ladies and gentlemen. You give a donation, I take a bong hit in your name, in your honor. Thanks so much to Wolko. It's a long-standing thing. I make my money off of you guys giving donations. That's how Mox News survives day after day. So, and we haven't gotten any donations this week, so it'd be nice to see a little something, other than Wolko. Very, very nice, Wolko. Okay, so let's see. I have numerous videos lined up for you, but unfortunately, I do not have my list right here. So, I will be right back to show you all the cool videos that I have lined up just as soon as I can find a video to play for you. I'll be right back.
She's a bitch, right? 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 She's a bitch, right?
Uh-oh. That one is shorter than I thought.
Here's a suggestion. Just don't
Let's
be
see.
a-holes.
So I have
Here's a
videos for you
suggestion.
here,
Just
as I
don't
was
be
saying,
a-holes.
as I
Here's a
do
suggestion.
every night. I
Just
come
don't be
prepared,
a-holes.
boys and girls.
Here's a suggestion.
It's not like you're just
don't
you know,
be a-holes. Here's a
not giving away something. You're showing appreciation for the hard work it is that I do day in, day out, to make sure that I can spread a little bit of information and that we can have a little bit of a discussion about the fake bullshit that's going on in the world. I am fucking burning up. Okay, so, body. Okay. Let's see. What the fuck is Dr. Whisper's problem? I mean, problems. Sorry. All right, so I hope Wilco's here. I don't see Wilco. I hope he's here because I just took that big fat bong hit for him. So let's see. If you'd like me to take a big fat bong hit for you, it is Dabs for Donations Friday, which we do every Friday. And there are clickable links in the text body of this video so that you can donate. Or there's also clickable links in the chat. It's very easy. I'm still waiting on my first crypto donation this week, and 2 weeks actually. We had 3 weeks in a row where we got a crypto donation, one each week, and then somehow last week we didn't get one. So we have to start all over this week and see if we can get a crypto donation so we can start the ball rolling again. Go, we got one last week, let's do it again. Come on, people, let's get this thing going. Unfortunately, we didn't get one last week. Good. Hey, Wilco. Thanks so much for your help, bro. You are very, very nice, man. I hope one day that you will come and visit. I'm sure one day Craig will come and visit you, though, because he gets around. I don't really get around, but I can't leave the house. I got dogs I got to take care of. But Craig has business he has to take care of, so, you know, it works out that way. Hey, John. What's up, Jay? Jay? Okay, so it's kind of trying to rain here in Seattle, so... But we were able to get a nice walk today regardless, even though it didn't rain on us, but I know it's coming. It's going to just start dumping here any minute. So hopefully we'll be able to get a walk tomorrow because that means so much to the dogs. You just have no idea. It's like yay! If I say walk, that girl will walk around pouting all day long, and then I say walk, and she gets this giant smile on her face like, we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. So I can't imagine, even treats, I can't imagine, like, I mean, when you know, it used to be when we'd barbecue that I would get them a rack of beef ribs, you know, but they're getting a little bit up there in age, so I gotta be careful. And I'm telling you, they like walkies more than a rack of beef ribs. There is no doubt in my... And they love their fucking beef ribs. I'll tell you that. All right, so let's see. I have news on the garden, the upcoming summer garden that we're planning on doing. Garden Along with Mox. If anybody wants to start a cannabis garden legally, if you're able to legally start a cannabis garden in your neighborhood, I will be showing you what seeds I will be growing coming up, or what strains, so that you guys can figure out if something there looks good to you, and maybe you'll grow along with Mox this summer. I'm planning on planting April 20th, sprouting the seeds. So hopefully I'll have a good selection to show you guys by then. I have a few right now that I'm in the middle of picking out which ones we're going to do. I think we're going to do a UK cheese, and we're going to do a Gorilla Glue, and probably like a sour diesel, something like that. But maybe a Pineapple Express. I can grow 15 plants. So we'll find something that's suited for you. I'm looking for something that's suited for me. It's called Mox News Quest for the Perfect Strain. And I'm really glad that you guys are going to come along on my quest. I look forward to it so much. I look forward to like each video I make. I can I can take pictures sent in by viewers of their same plants that they start on the same day, growing basically the same way, and we can go, oh, and here's Jackie Cat's plants, because she seems like she's kind of excited about the idea. Hopefully so. Or here's Woolco's plants. Oh, Craig, did you send Woolco a media package yet? Okay, good. I have some seeds I want to send him. I want to add some seeds to the package, because Woolco works hard around here to help out, and I want him to be able to grow some of the strains that I'm going to be growing this summer along with us. He just got his stimulus check. He just got his stimulus check, so he is going. So that's why he donated. He said when he got it, he would donate, and he's thinking about getting a new light and all kinds of stuff. So, hi, Jackie Cat. We got that going for us, which I think is really super cool. And let's see. Jackie Cat, you got my Litecoin wallet, didn't you? What's Whisper's problem? He puts up with your bullshit night after night. That's for sure. That is something, Doctor. In case you don't know it. Am I jumping around? Is this stuttery? It looks a little stuttery on the playback to me. Okay, so, and if you'd like to make a contribution to Mox News, because Mox News survives solely on contributions from good people like you, there are clickable links in the chat, or you can go to the text body of the video and there's clickable links there, or you can go to moxnews.com. It's fine. And you can make a donation there. And in return, I will gladly take a fat dab in your honor. So, and I'm very much looking forward to it. It was that dab that I had with Woolco just a minute ago. I hope you saw it, Woolco. That was the first one of the day, because I'm feeling a little bit like lightheaded already today. I don't know. I just had a brownie before I came on the show. That was the first one of the day. We went for a walk. I went for a walk. Me and the dogs went for a walk. We went for a walk. And when it got like 100 yards from the house, I was like, oh, what the fuck is happening? All buzzy. I hadn't had a puff and I hadn't had a brownie. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? But now that I've had a puff and a brownie, I feel much better. So, what do you guys think? Should there be an age limit for members of Congress? Huh? I hate to say yes, but I have to say I believe that there probably should be. Because it seems like, unfortunately, the more elderly people get, Strom Thurmond was a congressman forever. I think like 65 years. He retired at age 100. Strom Thurmond, look it up. From Congress, he retired at age 100. I'm not saying that they don't have the ability to do things cognitively. I mean, there's big doubts about whether or not Dianne Feinstein has the ability to do things cognitively, who is a sitting senator for California right now. I don't know what's up with you, California, but I know you can do better than that. She's a motherfucking war profiteer. And if you don't believe it, you look up her husband's name and you see what he did for business for the last 20 years, okay? Because what he did was make money off the Pentagons and the wars which Dianne Feinstein voted to keep moving, voted to start happening, voted to keep moving, voted to never-ending, endless fucking wars of choice based on lies. We all know these wars are based on lies, right? Okay, so, I mean, Dianne Feinstein is being removed from committees, not because of tweets that she made, you know, when she was on Ambien. Not because of that. She's being removed because her cognitive abilities are not there. She's not able to concentrate. She's losing concentration in the middle of sentences during hearings. And there's no discussion about, oh, we'll just take her out of the committees and then she won't be on the hearings anymore. Right? She can still go and collect her paycheck for as long as she wants, for as long as stupid people in California are willing to vote for her. Dianne Feinstein is a horrible human being. I don't know how anybody who cares about little children or the environment could ever vote for Dianne Feinstein. She is seriously one of the right up there with Liz Cheney, one of the biggest war profiteers in Congress. And she has to go. You know, again, I hate to say like they're not able to do this job. But it's not so much that. It seems like once they've done the job for like 10 years, it's not so much that there should be an age limit, in my opinion, as that there should be a time limit for how many years you're able to do this job. You know, like being a public servant and you know, becoming rich off the tit of the public are very different things. And, you know, Nancy Pelosi, how long has she been doing this? 40 years? You know, I think, you know, an 8-year, a flat out 8-year time limit for how long they can serve, right? That's how long, somebody brought it up, that's how long the president serves for. So it makes sense that they would have a time limit for how long these sitting members of Congress can sit for, right? And so I like Ron Paul, right? I think Ron Paul retired at close to 70, 65, 70. He, in my opinion, you know, he didn't have a problem. People hung on every word that was coming out of Ron Paul's mouth. Right, but he was a true public servant, and he wanted to go and see if he could do probably something better out in the public and give somebody else a shot. People are begging him not to retire, but he doesn't believe in professional politicians. They've begged him for many years not to retire. Finally, he was just like, you know, I want to do something different. I don't want to be around all these war profiteers anymore, right? I'm pretty sure that's where Ron Paul was coming from. So, you know, and any other politician, if the people are like begging him and throwing money at him and say, no, run, you know they would. But Ron Paul's like, yeah, no, I want to do other things. And I think he's still being a public servant. He does very similar to what I do. He has a call-in show. He does interviews with people. He talks about daily topics, which I think is really cool. That's the direction that he went. And you know, I mean, it seems rare that somebody would jump into that at 70 years old out of nowhere. You know, it seems like that would be a rare person that would do that. You know, most people are like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. And plus he's getting a fat retirement from Congress, unless, of course, he's giving away, I don't know. But I digress. If we had term limits, then, you know, someone like Ron Paul at age 70 wouldn't be counted out if people wanted him to run, and yet we wouldn't have to worry about him being in office until he was age 100. You know, he'd run until he's at 78. If you're 70 when you take office, you go until you're 78 because you get 8 years in office. And I think this makes the most sense, even more than an age limit, you know, because I don't see any of these people as public servants. You know, if they were actually doing the people's business up on the hill, there's no way the people would have gone in and occupied the people's house on January 6th. If they were actually taking care of the people's business, they're not doing anything like that. And anyone who's paying attention should be able to understand that. So, again, my name is Mike. If you're new, this is my YouTube page. Welcome. And I'd love, this is a nightly call-in show, Monday through Friday. So if you're up for it, the number's right there on the screen. It's 805-669-6397. I know this is not how people communicate anymore. I know they just type little messages back and forth to each other. But I'm kind of old school, you know? I really like to get in there and use both hands. You know what I'm saying? Jackie Cat. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play another video because we don't have any callers, and I have lots of videos to play. So I'm gonna play this one and go heat up my tea, and I will be right back. Thanks so much for tuning in, and please don't tune out just because of who the person in this video is. I know he's a douche. You don't gotta tell me. He, again, is one of the most despised figures in American political history, just like Hillary Clinton. I guarantee it.
I love my job, I really do, but someday they're going to put me out to pasture, hopefully not too soon. I'm going to have to retire and find a golf course somewhere, but that is not always the case in the business of politics. There are currently 5 members of the U.S. Senate, now at least 80 years of age, including Charles Grassley of Iowa, Dianne Feinstein of California, both now 87 years old. While the number have signaled they are considering retirement, some of Charles Grassley's colleagues are urging him to run for yet one more term. If he does, the second oldest member of the Senate will be 95 years old at the close of that term. Not far behind, 2 octogenarians in waiting. Bernie Sanders, the independent from Vermont, will turn 80 in September. The Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell joins them about a year from now. That'll be 7 senators in all, the second largest number to ever serve at one time. They might argue 80 is the new 50. Senator Leahy, seen here on the right, remains an active scuba diver, and Chuck Grassley, he's an avid runner, although in other cases, time is said to be showing some effects. While not giving up her seat, Dianne Feinstein chose to step down as chair of the Judiciary Committee, with some folks questioning whether perhaps she stuck around for a term too long. Hardly an octogenarian himself, former Senator Joe Lieberman joins us right now and called many of these members colleague during his more than a decade in the Senate. Senator, thanks for joining us. You sure you don't want to rethink this? You might have another 15 or 20 years in the Senate.
Thanks, Joe. No. Next year, I become an octogenarian. And in my case, I decided I didn't want to spend all my life in the Senate. I served 24 years. I was 70 years old. And I always wanted to have another chapter with my family back in law practice, doing some nonprofit work, teaching. And that's what I've been able to do. But look, it's everybody's call. I would never impose an age limit on membership in the U.S. Senate. We all know that some people at 85 are as effective as they were when they were 55, but some people are not. And that really the individual to decide. So God bless them. Chuck Grassley, strong. I know him very well.
Yeah.
And I was shocked when I found out that he was 75, let alone 87, because he always seemed younger.
Yeah, he laughed. I guess he's down to running 2 miles a day now, down to 2 miles. Let's get a little bit more into this, though, Senator. You may remember the New Yorker article published in December by Jane Mayer. She quoted an unnamed staffer speaking of Senator Feinstein. She should have gone out on top in 2018, is what the article said. We only have 100 senators. I don't think she should be there. Someone should have told her. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was really almost offended by that. You know, Dianne Feinstein's been a great senator for a long time. She's got a lot of guts. I'll be honest, I haven't seen her for a few years. I've been retired now for, hard to believe, more than 7 years. You know, you have to respect people really who are on in years, and leave it to them and their families to decide when it's time to go.
Senator, it is a delicate issue. I know we talk about whether our parents or grandparents should be driving. So is this an issue? Is it something that should be discussed? And if so, how do we do it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, there are, in a way, you might say, term limits on senators. They serve for 6 years, of course. And if their constituents think they're no longer fit to be a senator for age or any other reason, they'll vote them out. In between those 6 years, honestly, I think you just can't make a rule. You got to leave it to the individual senator and their family. There are, you know, we're all living longer now, thank God. And therefore, it would figure that there'd be a larger number of older members of the U.S. Senate. I haven't looked at these statistics lately, Joe, but I believe that the average age is still quite low. There are a lot of young people in the U.S. Senate, and that creates a mix that's quite good. In our society, we tended not to kind of respect or allow into positions of power people of older age, as they do in a lot of other societies in the world, particularly Asia.
One other quick question on that. You said it's everyone's call, but do you think there should be some sort of limit for president? We have the minimum. Should there be a maximum?
You mean an age maximum?
Yes.
No. Again, I think it's up to the voters. And they're, you know, if somebody runs at an older age, look, we had Joe Biden running, 77, I believe, when he ran. And, you know, people got to see him a lot to decide whether he was ready, whether they preferred him to President Trump. And obviously they did. So he's the president. I think it's unfair and really impossible.
All right, enough of that guy. I ask you guys not to walk away because it was that douchebag on the fucking video, but I just can't stand him. I can't stand looking at him. I can't stand the fact that people like him exist on the planet. Talk about motherfucking war profiteers. If ever there was a motherfucking war profiteer, besides Liz Cheney and Dianne Feinstein and Dick Cheney and George W. Bush and his entire fucking family, and probably Obama and Biden too, would be my guess. I'd bet money on it. This guy though, fucking Joe Lieberman, he fucking invested in every fucking military technology he heard about in advance. I guarantee it. What a fucking scumbag. And he just sits there. Everybody knows what a fucking scumbag. And he just sits there with that big old shit-eating grin on his face. Oh, man. Again, how come America can't do better than scum like Joe Lieberman? Right? We have the greatest country in the world. I love this country. It's a beautiful country. I love the people of it. I've met so many wonderful people. So you have no idea. I have people come up to me on the street and shake my hand with both hands that I've never met before. Just the most wonderful people in the entire country. I've moved all over this country. So I really do. I love it. But I know that we can do better than scumbags like Dianne Feinstein and Joe Lieberman, right? I mean, I know I know we can, and I don't know if you have to be corrupt to start with to want to have that position or what it is, but somehow we have to do better. We have to, and that's partially, some of the things that I try and point out. Because I know we can do better. I know we can. And it's not through some AOC, because I don't think she's representing the people. She's lying to the people and telling them what she thinks they want to hear. Just like every other politician we have right now, in my opinion. Right. Craig says that Zelle is an excellent way to donate to Mox News. If you haven't done that already, where's the Zelle thing? Somebody's fucking with my notepad. Who's fucking with my notepad? Huh? There should be a Zelle thing on there. And he says the Zelle is basically attached to everyone's bank account already. This is Craig saying this. And that you go in and sign into your bank account, and it'll be like a button that says Zelle. And you say, I don't think that the C-SPAN junkie email is attached to my bank account. Oh, with Zelle it is. Okay. So you go to... he said you go to your bank account and you sign in, and there's a button that says Zelle, and you click on the button that says Zelle, and it says, what do you want to do? And so I want to send money to this address, and then it's let you send money. And there's no charge. Apparently there's no fee like with the PayPal and the Patreon and the GoFundMe. There's no fee. So that's nice. No fee for you, no fee for me. That sounds like the way things should be. So if you want to use the Zelle, Craig says it's a good way to go. And here's the information right here. So again, you just sign into your bank account, and he says that there's a button right there that says Zelle. It says like they're working with everybody, all the banks all over the place. So it must be safe if anybody's interested. There's the Zelle information right there. And here is my Bitcoin wallet. If any of you new Bitcoin millionaires would like to be so generous as to give a little something back to Mox News, that would be very, very nice of you also. And then we have the Patreon, which is almost up to $100, I think. Oh no, it says $67. One of these days will be up to $100, I think. A month, that is. So if you'd like to donate there, that's one of the options. And then we also have the PayPal link, which has been a long-standing. If you look in the text body, you can find all these links. The text body of this video, you can find all these links also. They're clickable. And there's more if you want to donate $5 a month or $10 a month. It's all in there. In the text body of the video. Very simple to do. Should take less than 2 minutes. So, I don't know. Do you guys want to see more videos? I played the Lieberman one. Which other one did I play? Which other video did I play here? I played another video. I don't remember. But I'm going to play one here from this evening about bombing Iraq and having to go to war with Iran, because we have to beat the war drums with Iran right now, because we want to go. The Pentagon wants more than anything to go to war with Iran, so we got to beat those war drums with their Pentagon-led media. You know, the media, the mainstream media, the Pentagon just gives them their talking points, and they just take it straight off of paper. Maybe they might be a little bit creative with it, but this is another one of these things. It's just, we can do better. What now?
Friday giveaway.
We
got this Subway gift card.
That
we can give away if we reach $50 in donations tonight, not including Wilco's generosity. But we got the Subway gift card unused. See, it's unused because it's not scratched off back there. You'll get that with your Mox News merch pack. If we get 50, we'll do 10th caller.
We only have one.
Have one. We'll do 10th caller if we get $50 in new donations.
$50 in donations starting now.
And then we won't take calls till the end of the show. So don't try and call and get in line for the 10th caller.
No, you can call now. Uh-oh. I just got $19 from Jackie Cat on the Litecoin.
There you go. That's cool there. We're almost to our $50 goal.
Almost to the $50 goal already. And then we can give out, Craig says he'll send out a media pack. He said anybody who wants a media pack, all you got to do is call the number there on the screen, and he will send you out Mike Hawk for President postcard with the top 5 reasons to vote for Mike Hawk. He'll send you a Mox News business card, unfair and biased as always. And don't forget, knowledge is free. And and some Mox News stickers. So if you want a Mox News media pack, call and let Craig know. He will be happy to kick that out for you. And he says, whoever, after we get $50 in donations, we already have 20. After we get $50 in donations, we'll do a 10th caller gets a Subway gift card for $15. Hey, buddy, go up on the couch. Go on. Hello, caller.
Hey, buddy, this is Sober Sean. I thought you were calling me buddy there for a second.
You like that?
I love it. So I won the fucking Subway card, I see. I'm the 10th caller.
No, you're not.
I'm not the 10th caller. Right
No,
now.
you'll have to call back if you want to be the 10th caller. But
Wait,
you have to wait until the end of
seriously?
the you have to wait till the end of the show.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
This is fucking bullshit. You know what?
You're losing your accent,
you know
Sean.
what?
So you know.
What?
What? You're
You
losing
guys
your
need to
accent.
Literally, the reason why you guys get all these Subway cards but never even use them. You've been just going to Chipotle for like the last 42 fucking years and shit.
I
But how
haven't
about
been
you
to
actually-
Chipotle for 3 or 4 years. I'm pretty sure, or
Well,
a whole
I
lot
spent
of other
like
places.
40 fucking thousand years. You guys have been going there, and then you're.
Well,
fucking
the
just
dogs
laid
like
off
it. The
Chipotle.
dogs, hey, the dogs like the Chipotle, so you got to take them. You know, they have a vote too, man.
This is ridiculous.
The
I'm
dogs love the
trying-
Chipotle. We take them inside and we get a table and they sit down and we get them a burrito bowl. They couldn't be happier at Chipotle, man.
Well, you know what? I just swear to God, you guys literally should, just keep the Subway cards for yourself because you need them. You need to lay up at
The
Chipotle.
dogs don't really like the Subway card. Dogs don't really like the
And
Subway
this
that
is
much.
bullshit.
Uh-huh.
This is fucking bullshit.
Uh-huh.
I should have won this fucking. You said the next caller,
That's not what I said.
the 10th caller, is gonna.
I said
fucking
when
win
we
this
get
fucking,
to $50 in donations.
Oh,
with the
we gotta
10th
pay you
caller.
$50 fucking dollars.
Yep. It seems
We
fair
have
to
pay you
me.
$50 fucking dollars to get a fucking stupid Subway fucking gift card for like $9.
You don't have to give anything. Don't give anything. Just be your dickhole self.
Well, that's what I plan to be.
Good.
Bitch. Great.
Good.
It's you know what's good? Subway. It's good on your waistband.
I don't.
You know,
I
after
have
you
a
get
I have
like
a
a little
$15 gift card also that we'll probably give away next week because I
You
never
have a
go there, and it's like
$15 gift
$2. It's like
So
2
do
years
I.
old. It's like 2 years
I
old.
literally-
I haven't used it
mine's
at all.
More recent. Literally dated 2021. Jesus Christ.
Here's a suggestion. Just
Anything
don't be
else, Sean?
a-holes. Here's a suggestion.
That-
Just don't be a-holes. Here's a suggestion. Just don't be
I don't know.
a-holes.
I don't know.
Here's a
She's a bitch, right? She's a bitch,
I
right?
suppose.
She's a bitch.
Anything
right?
else?
Suppose.
She's a bitch,
I
right?
mean, whatever you got.
She's a
I don't
bitch,
think you really
right?
have anything.
She's a
Okay,
bitch.
thanks for
right?
calling.
You know.
Of course, I don't have anything. I come here unprepared every night. Oh man, so unappreciative. Thank you, Jackie Cat. That's very nice of you, hon. I will heat up the bong and do a big puff in your honor any moment now, cause that was very nice of you. My first Litecoin donation in the history of Mox News just kicked down by Jackie Cat. And we have the Litecoin, we have the Bitcoin wallet. We're trying to keep a roll, we're trying to get a roll going with the crypto. There's so many new crypto people who have so much money. If you could give a little something back, that'd be very nice of you. I'm not looking for you to donate a Bitcoin. I'm looking for you to kick down $5 or $10. That would be awesome. And it's very easy to do. It should take less than 2 minutes. Okay, so nobody's calling. Fuck Sober Sean. I have a video for you that you will not soon forget. Okay? So you're going to want to watch this. It's about vigilantes catching child predators. And the thing about it is that there shouldn't be a need for vigilantes for this. You know, I mean, this should be just basic. And this is what I talk about the police not doing their job, right? This should just basically not be able to happen. But it does, because the police aren't doing their job. And they're busy, you know, busting people for marijuana and shit like that. So, and this is the way it's been for generations now. So the police aren't doing their jobs. The drug war is completely failed. Defunding the police could be the simplest thing in the world. All we have to do is end the drug war, and there'll be all that black market money will now go to the state to fund for rehabilitation and whatever else is necessary. So much money, right? And instead of to private prisons and security guards, you know, and the crime rate will drop. From what I understand, you legalize all drugs, the crime rate will drop by 80%, right? So if the crime rate drops by 50%, nowhere close, 60%, how simple would it be to defund the police, right? There's no crime. And this is the problem. Then they could focus on things like child predators, right? Instead of busting people for weed. They could focus, they could have priorities, and, you know, then people would be like, yay, police, you know? They're not there to bust, you know, anybody who steps out of line, who colors outside the lines. They're there to bust real fucking criminals. They're there to keep our communities truly safe. We don't have that right now. We have fucking cops in the ever-expanding police state that is these United States, looking at every single person like they're criminals. Can you imagine how horrible that must? I feel bad for the cops when you think about how that must be, looking around at everybody like they're criminals. Just gotta be a really difficult life. But here's vigilantes catching predators. I knew you'd want to see it.
Trial of a former Minneapolis police officer charged in the death of George Floyd is expected to begin as scheduled, despite a court ruling today.
Study shows massive declines of kelp in South Puget.
Proceeds tonight, the U.S. forces in
Monday's trial of a former Minneapolis police officer.
I am sorry. I'm not sure where the vigilante catching predators went to. I will have to go and look for it. But the trial of George Floyd is starting, and that is that video. I will play it for you now. I'll go see where the child predator one is, and we'll get that one up for you momentarily.
Trial of a former Minneapolis police officer charged in the death of George Floyd is expected to begin as scheduled, despite a court ruling today. The Minnesota Court of Appeals has just ordered a judge to reconsider adding a third-degree murder charge against Derek Chauvin. According to the three-judge panel, the district court judge should have followed a recent precedent set by the appeals court when it affirmed a third-degree murder conviction of a former officer in a different case. Joining us now to talk more about Derek Chauvin's trial is criminal defense attorney Brian Watkins. Brian, welcome to News Nation.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So how will this new development potentially impact the trial?
Well, what the prosecution is trying to do is add another potential charge where a jury could find him, you know, the officers guilty. And what they want to do is, you can picture it like a pyramid. Up at the top of the pyramid at the point is first-degree murder. And you have to have the most specific amount of intent and the most specific actions for that. And as you go down the pyramid and it gets broader, down here at the bottom is third-degree murder, where it will encompass more of a mens rea or more of a mental intent. And you don't have to actually specifically intend to murder an individual, but you can intend for something quite far from murder and still be found guilty. And that's what the prosecution's trying to do, is basically open up their ability to get a conviction of at least one charge.
So this reconsideration, this decision was based on another case. What was the judge's reasoning in reconsidering this?
Well, that case concerned an officer who fired a weapon out of his patrol car while he was actually driving, and there were bystanders standing by. And what the court ruled in that case is that, yes, that is third-degree murder because he acted reckless and indifferent to other people's lives. And the fact that there was a bicyclist driving by when he fired shots at the suspect, they said that was very serious and that bicyclist could have been hurt. And that's what a third-degree murder charge is about, is that you act so reckless that you could hurt other people. Now, clearly, the defense said clearly that's not the case in this, because putting a knee on George Floyd's neck in no way could have hurt others. And that was their case. However, the appellate court ruled that the trial court could reconsider it. The jury, of course, can reject it or not reject it. The question is whether or not it would be presented to the jury.
And all eyes are on this case. It's received a lot of attention. What are the broader implications with this new development?
Well, like I said, the prosecution wants to get conviction of at least something. And then, that's what they're doing, what we call hedging the bet. And, they're not sure that they can convict him of the more serious crimes. And they want to give as much options as possible for a jury to be able to hang their hat on and find him guilty of at least one thing. And that's what their goal and motivation is in doing this.
All right, Brian Watkins, thank you very much for joining us tonight on News Nation. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, so I am heating up the bong for Jackie Cat here in her generous donation of Litecoin. That was awesome, Jackie Cat. Thanks so much. Oh, and Craig made a generous donation earlier. He brought me some of my favorite donuts. That is a bacon maple bar. And we see all the bacon on top. That's actually Rufus's favorite. And then an apple fritter. I cannot get enough apple fritters. I'm telling you. There is a strain, a cannabis strain out there called apple fritters, and I'm busting my ass trying to get seeds for it. One of these days, I'm going to be growing apple fritters. I'm going to get an apple fritter tree, baby. I can't wait. Huh. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Dang. Apple fritter tree. See, it's making me crazy. Actually, spring is in the air. And I have hay fever, and the doctors haven't told me what medication I can take to subside my hay fever. And I'm like, dude, I gotta take something. I don't want to be sneezing 100 times a day during a plague. People be looking at me funny. This one's for you, Jackie Cat. Nice! Oh, all right, so that does look pretty good. Put that for a background. All right, so again, it is Dabs for Donations Friday. So if anybody's interested, Craig has a lovely picture of where he got the donuts from. This is a donut store in Everett, which is just north of us, about 20 miles or so. And he had business up there today. He knows it's my favorite donut store, so he stopped and got some lovely donuts. And next time we're going to have to we have to send him this video so we get free donuts from now on, Craig. This is a bacon maple bar, which is covered in bacon. It's absolutely Rufus's favorite donut of all time. And my favorite donut of all time is apple fritters. So I got that going for me, which is nice. And it's Dabs for Donations Friday, which is always awesome, almost always awesome, which means I do a dab for anyone. You give a donation, and then I do a dab in your honor. So far, Woolco and Jackie Cat are very regulars. Oh, there we go. There's the that's the Henry's Donuts up in Everett. And if you guys are in the neighborhood, It has to be on the top page, dude. It has to be on the top page. Okay. So, I don't know. Anyways, that was Henry's Donuts in
She's a
Everett,
bitch,
and
right?
unfortunately,
She's a
this is
bitch,
not a
right?
paid commercial.
She's a bitch,
or you
right?
know, because I would love to have a dozen donuts to be showing you off. Henry, in case you're getting the message, what are you doing now? Anyways, we'll give Rufus a bite of donut here in a minute. Other than that, what the fuck is happening on my computer? So, I apologize. Just thank God I don't look at porno on this fucking computer. Jesus Christ, Craig. All right, so there's my beautiful baby Rufus over down by the river, and again, we'll give him a bite of the bacon maple bar here momentarily. Maybe when we get our next donation. That seems like a good idea to me. Next donation, Rufus gets a big bite of the bacon maple bar. There you go. And Craig says if we reach $50 in donations tonight, we're going to give away a Subway gift card worth $15. I believe Craig is re-gifting this from his mom for Christmas. So, you know, Mom. And you know what's nice is she sends me a Christmas gift every year too, and she has a little card on it, and cookies and candies, and she has a little card on it that says from Mom. Hello, caller.
Mike,
Yeah.
I guess we're going to record the call for quality assurance purposes.
Well, you know, a man has got to have priorities.
No, I just wanted to call and say hello since nobody else was. I've watched your show off and on for, it's been several years gone by now.
Right on. Well, I'm glad to have you call.
Yeah, sure. I wanted to talk to you about some things, I guess. Yeah, I remember back when you started this, you would just kind of, you know, take like what would be like the top news story of the day and put it out there, but not with a whole lot of commentary and stuff like what you're doing now, or what you have been doing for the past year or so, right? You know what.
Yeah, well, I've done a lot of commentary through the years, but usually they were based on very specific stuff. You know, now I'm just doing. YouTube has become so filled with censorship. You know, you write something in the comments and it never shows up. So this seems like a way to sidestep the YouTube censors and allow people to say stuff without their comments disappearing. You know.
Yeah. I was the guy that made the comment that you see in the chat about this new coin that Facebook is sponsoring.
Which one is that?
Well, the name of it is Diem, D-I-E-M. Now, it hasn't been released yet, but it's supposed to come out this month. If you can Google it, you know, if you it's supposed to be releasing this month. My idea, because we all like money, right?
I like money. That's a line from Idiocracy. In case you haven't watched that movie, I like money.
That's right. Keep up with it and watch for the day that thing opens, and grab a couple $100 worth of it or whatever you can do, and sit back and watch the money roll in. This one is sponsored by Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, Facebook has billions and billions of people on it.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be trying to get a piece of it. So you want to get in on day one if you can. I mean, I know
it sounds like a good idea, but I don't have any investment, so it's not something that I'll be doing.
Well, it's not even released yet.
Wilco woke me up the other night. He didn't really wake me up. I stay up all night, but he called at like, I don't know, what was it, 2:00 in the morning? He's like, dude, I'm gonna send you $10 and I want you to buy Dogecoins with it, okay? Use it for Dogecoins. And I'm like,
oh no, I wouldn't touch that Dogecoin.
I got $10. I know what I'm saying is I have my investments don't exceed $10 unless the Dogecoin has gone up double or something. So
well, this one DM, man, it's going to be, Facebook is pretty much worldwide,
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
You have people all over the world that are going to jump into this thing, and $10 could parlay into, a small retirement fund if you get in early. I mean, look at Bitcoin. I remember 10 years ago when Max Kaiser was pushing Bitcoin when it was less than $1 a coin.
Is he still on TV?
If you'd have bought $10 of Bitcoin when Max Kaiser was pumping it when it was under $1, what would you have now? 500,000, 600,000?
Is he still on TV?
Oh yeah, I like Max. He's crazy. He's almost as crazy as you and me.
He's great. He used to post my videos on his website all the time.
Yeah, he's a good guy. But like I said, 10 years ago, if I don't know if you remember, or if you were paying any attention, this is back when he was talking about, well, we need to round up the bankers and hang them like they did in the French Revolution. He was talking all that crazy stuff.
First we kill the lawyers. First we kill all the lawyers.
Then
we can do anybody else, and there won't be anybody to deal with it. So first we kill all the lawyers.
Yeah, but back at that time, he was also hyping and pumping this thing Bitcoin, and it wasn't even at $1 yet.
Hmm.
And I thought about it. I thought about buying out. What the hell could it hurt to buy $100 worth of it? But I didn't do it. That was a mistake, because look at it now. That $100, if I would have put the $100 in it 10 years ago, it's at what, 50,000 or in that range now.
Yeah.
I mean, what's 100 times 50?
5 million.
50,000.
It'd be like $5 million right now.
Can I kick myself in the ass while we're talking on the phone?
Yeah, well, I see. I mean, I watched this Binance coin. Are you watching the market? I mean, I watched this Binance coin come out at like $19, and then it went like immediately up to $300. So that's what you're thinking that the Facebook one is going to do, huh?
This one, Diem. It's D-I-M.
Yeah.
D-I-E-M.
But it's not available yet. It's not available yet.
Well, here's what you want to do is go to Google and search it up and do a little bit of research on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get in it on day one if I can.
Mm.
I'm not going to be stupid this time.
Well, we'll see if it turns out to be stupid or not.
No, it's not going to be stupid. Well, when you go to the website, this is going to be a global phenomenon. So the idea is to get in on it early, and we should do well. Anybody that gets in on it early should do well. Like the opportunity that we had with Bitcoin and some of these other ones. Beyond that, I wanted to tell you this, Mike. I watched you evolve from where you was at when I first started watching it. It's been years ago. You would more or less just present news stories without a whole lot of commentary. And then I seen you start to lean a little bit to the left. And then you kind of took it to an extreme, but I see you moving back towards the center.
I see the left and right as not real things anymore. They're not reality. They're just, the left is talking to these suckers and the right is talking to these suckers, and the left is telling these suckers just what they want to hear, and the right is telling these suckers just what they want to hear. And meanwhile, both of them are shaking hands and going buddy off, skipping tra-la through Sherwood Forest while they fucking fleece all the poor people. So I don't see any difference between them.
They're all at the club having cocktails together.
Yeah, I don't see any difference at all. We get the same outcome no matter which side is in charge.
Well, I'm in the center, and I've always been in the center, and I want to welcome you to coming back more to the center than where you were.
Well, I'm not really center. I want to see a 21st century infrastructure project right now, if not a 22nd century. I'm a very forward thinking person. You know, I don't. We have to think about how we're leaving the world for the people behind us, and I don't think that's on anybody's radar at all.
I'm with all that, but there's some strange things going on, and you know it because I hear you start to talk about them.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen what the weird shit that they're talking about now is going to develop into.
Right, where they're planning on taking this exactly. I mean, it looks like to me they're going to take this into a war with Iran. That's where this is headed, as far as I can tell.
Oh, of course, you know Israel wants Iran wiped off the map, and you know they always get what they want. Anyway, I just wanted to call you and say hello to you because you know, like I said, I've been watching you for years. You know, I've watched your videos for years, and you didn't have nobody calling in. I thought it would be a good opportunity to call.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. You should call back more often. I enjoyed talking with you.
I'll do it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, have a good evening.
All right, enjoy the weekend.
Thanks, sir.
See ya. Okay, so, and that's what we do. Again, I've been doing this forever. Before there was a YouTube, I've been doing this exact same thing, so you guys know, which is being live and taking phone calls and playing clips. Before anybody ever dreamed of YouTube, I was doing that. So you know. I'm not saying that I was some kind of visionary. What I'm saying is I'm pretty good at this. I've been doing it a long time, you know, and when I was just playing the clips and not doing a whole lot of commentary, it was because I didn't want my voice telling people what they're supposed to think. You know, I'm a very, I know where I stand. You know, I see things black and white, okay? Either you stand on the side of freedom or you stand with the police state. I don't see any center there. So, and I've been doing this forever. Like I'm saying, when I first started doing YouTube, I didn't want my opinion to be the overwhelming force on the page. So if I was commenting on every video, it would be like I was telling you what you're supposed to think about this, right? Just like Sean Hannity does night after night. He tells people what they're supposed to think, and I think those people become zombified. And I didn't want to be that person. When I started this off, I knew that I could raise awareness within people simply by showing you the hypocritical nature of the talking heads, by showing you the evil clearly lies in order to produce evil of the talking heads. It was kind of like I really didn't have to put my opinion out there. I just needed to sift through the shit, which is the 24-hour news cycle, and find clips that would be like, what the fuck is this? You know? And it wasn't that hard back in the day. But now it's become, I can still find lots of clips like that. I see people in the comments when the clips are playing, they're like, what the fuck? It's easy for me to find those clips, but it's much more difficult to post them now because basically the news companies don't believe in freedom of speech, or I should say they don't believe in fair use. It's like in Australia, right? The Murdoch and some other news company were demanding that the social media give them some type of royalties for them posting clips on their social media, which is bullshit. Okay, at least in America, we have what's called fair use. And if you look up the fair use doctrine, right there within it, it will say it will use news as an example. News is fair use, which means I can post it anywhere I want. The thing is, people like Murdoch, people like Turner, you know, CNN, MSNBC, the Fox, if you call what they do news, they'll go, oh, no, it's not news. It's opinion. It's opinionated commentary. It's not news. And which is, they call it Fox News. They call it cable news network. If it's not news, why does it say it right there on your screen? This is you're lying to people. So it's one way or the other, and that's why I believe that they feel like they can lie to the public so much, is because it's not actual news. It's political commentary. It's opinionated commentary about the environment, about this, that, whatever it is, and somehow they believe since it's not news, they can lie through their teeth constantly, which is what they do. But when you go through the way I did the 24-hour news cycle, with the way I did for years and years and years, and you pay attention, I'm very good at this. And you hear something, and you go, wait, what's this? And you pay attention because you can't really pay attention to the 24-hour news cycle. It's very detrimental to your health. That's another reason why I chose to do this. Was you hear people like Jackie Cat, she called a couple nights ago, and she said, I don't even watch the news. And that's exactly the way it should be. You should get a little bit of news from online, from somewhere that you actually trust. But being part of the 24-hour news cycle will drive you mad. And I've actually posted videos in which it explains, if you look it up, it explains that the 24-hour news cycle is very detrimental to your health. So again, trying to do what's right for all of you, I dug through the 24-hour news cycle to find little juicy clips that would bring awareness and enlightenment to so many. And so many have told me that that's exactly what my work has done through the years. And that's exactly why I've kept it going. Even from the start, back in the day when there was, nobody had even thought of YouTube yet, and I was doing this. Like I said, people walk up to me and shake my hand with both hands, people I've never met, and thank me, thank you. I've had people walk up to me in restaurants and give me $50 that I never met. Like, that's very nice of you. Thank you very much. But that was way before the YouTube thing. The YouTube thing has been different. It's weird. I would prefer not to ask for help, but I kind of have to. And I've been trained that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help as long as you are able to accept the answer no. As long as you're able to accept the answer no, and it not being this big negative, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me. If you're able to have people turn you down, then it's okay to ask, because what does it hurt to ask someone for help? It doesn't hurt anything. It just, as long as you can, it's like when Craig wanted to buy a house. I said, just ask your dad for help. He's like, no, I'm not asking that prick for anything. I said, just ask. And what does it hurt to ask? It doesn't hurt at all to ask. As long as you can accept the answer no, then it doesn't hurt at all. So ask. That's what I've had to do, and I don't really feel bad about it. I just wish that it didn't have to be where I had to ask. But in case you guys are wondering why I keep bringing it up, otherwise we probably wouldn't get any donations, and then it would be very difficult for me to continue to do this thing which I love doing. And I will do forever as long as I have the support of the people that I serve, as I have said again and again throughout the decades, in case you don't know. As long as I have the support of the people that I serve, I will never stop standing up for them. So, let's see, where are we at, people? I guess it's time for another video. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Boo Boo, you okay? You ready for some donuts? You like donuts, huh? You like donuts? Okay, next donation Rufus gets a bite of this lovely bacon maple bar. And I'm going to have a bite of the apple fritter. So if you want to see Rufus get a bite of this lovely bacon maple bar, I would... one donation will make that happen. And Craig says if we get to $50 in donation, we'll give away the Subway gift card worth $15 to the 10th caller. So it's just a matter of trying to have fun with it. Because see, I feel like that's another thing that I've done on the YouTube. Not only has I been informative and enlightening, but I've also been incredibly entertaining. It's just what I do, people. And again, the only way that I've been able to make it happen is through the support of good people like you. So, and I will continue to make it happen as long as I have that support. As I've said from day one. So, I'm going to go heat up my tea. And I'm going to play this lovely video for you about the Pope of Pope Francis. Is that his name? Pope Francis being in Iraq. The first pope to be in Iraq, from what I understand.
May the clash of arms be silenced and may there be an end to acts of violence. The words there of Pope Francis as he addressed the people of Iraq on day one of what he's calling an emblematic visit. After touching down at Baghdad's airport, the pontiff was driven through the capital streets in a bulletproof car to the presidential palace, and he's also visited the Our Lady of Salvation Syro-Catholic Cathedral. Francis has urged the dwindling Christian community there to stay strong. This, though, is what he said concerning corruption.
We have to combat the scourge of corruption, abuse of power, and illegality. Yet, this by itself is not sufficient. We still need to build justice, to encourage honesty and transparency. We have to strengthen the relevant institutions in order to let stability grow and to have a healthy political system that can offer everyone, notably young people, hope for a better life.
Now, before the pontiff boards the plane and flies back to the Vatican, he'll be heading north, and on Sunday he'll be in the predominantly Sunni Muslim city of Mosul. France 24's correspondents have sent this next report about the Christians who also live there.
Al-Sa'ad Church in the heart of Mosul's old city. Its master is Father Olivier Poquillon, a French Dominican. He lived here between 2003 and 2004, then returned in 2019. Mosul may be majority Sunni, but this rooftop view reminds us of its Christian history.
À l'origine, tout ça c'était un quartier chrétien. Donc ici, on voit les croix de l'église Saint-Thomas. Derrière, il y a l'église Mesquinta. Et là, on a Al-Tahira syriaque, Al-Tahira chaldéenne.
The Islamic State group occupied the city from 2014 to 2017. These buildings were then looted, desecrated, destroyed.
Les croix ont été enlevées. Alors les coupoles sont encore debout. Finalement, on a de la chance. C'est ce qu'on se dit en étant ici par rapport à d'autres églises. On s'en est quand même assez bien tiré, puisque Daesh a utilisé ce lieu, ce qui nous a permis de le récupérer assez abîmé, mais pas détruit.
The emblems of the Islamic State group still remain. These men, supported by UNESCO, are working to remove them before the arrival of the Pope.
Second floor, first floor are not cleared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine clearance is still ongoing, and many remnants of the war are still found here.
That we have found in the prior house, this explosive bolts. Here we have guns, hand grenades, pistols.
A chapter in the church's history that its guardian is happy to see end. He is one of several dozen Christians in Mosul today, a far cry from the 45,000 who lived here before 2003.
قسم من المسيحيين ما رجعوا من مناطقهم من مناطق اقليم كردستان خوفا ماكو عندنا تفرقه كانه احنا في زمن قبل 2003.
This Christian and these Muslims hope that their efforts and the Pope's visit will encourage religious minorities to return. Until then, they will work together to preserve what is left of their heritage.
All right, so I have a few videos left here. Let's see, let's update the mail, make sure we don't have a donation to take a puff for. Give Rufus a bite of donut. Rufus, you like donuts, buddy? He's not going to be teased by that. Either give me the damn donut or leave me alone. Which I completely understand. Don't you dare hold that donut out in front of me like it's some kind of carrot. That's just not fair at all. All right, so I have more videos if you guys are ready for that. I don't know. It's a call-in show. I came to play videos and smoke fat dabs and give Rufus a bite of this lovely bacon maple bar. And maybe give away a Subway gift card. Huh? But not until we reach $50 in donations. That's the rules. I don't make the rules. You heard Craig say it. It wasn't up to me. It's Craig's rules, okay? So, his gift card, his rules, man. That's the way this works. So, anyways, I guess I'll go ahead and play another video for you. Is that the idea here, people? Because I don't know what the Pope being in Iraq is going to do, but it seems like... Hello, caller.
Hey, man, this is Brandon. I got my package today. Thank y'all, guys.
Oh, right on. You got some stickers?
Oh, man. You know what? Like, I was telling Greg, I was like, yo, man, like, I told my wife the other day, I said, hey, babe, I said, I'm getting something in the mail. And my wife was like, who's mailing you something? I'm like, whoa, calm down. Hey, she's sister's from Detroit, and she's taller than me. I ain't fucking this up. You know, I'm like, hey, baby, hang on, it's Mom's News. You know, she didn't even want to talk to y'all guys, right? But, yeah, man, but it was awesome, man. Like, you know what? I was telling him about it. I mean, you know, your boy. I was like, dude, I'm like, that card, you know, that says knowledge is free.
Yeah.
It looks like a military ID card.
Huh.
You know, just how the fundamentals of it shape. You know, this got Mox News on the back. But, yeah, man. So, this is what I think. I say you should not be allowed to serve in the Senate if you are deemed unfuckable.
Well, you mean like Governor Cuomo or something?
That and Abbott from Texas. Who wants the fucking guy in a wheelchair?
Dianne Feinstein. Dianne Feinstein.
Oh yeah, wine. Oh yeah. But wait a minute now. That means the only way that you can make it that far, let's deem it for male and female. If you're a man, then you gotta have that boomerang penis. You know, that elbow in it, where it curves to the left or right. And if it's a woman, you just gotta be a freak. That's it.
Oh, well, that's like it's like, you know, the on the Amazon package, you know, the Amazon logo. It looks just like a penis, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I keep pointing that out, and nobody else seems to see it. I'm like, what the fuck? It's putting a big old boner in our face, dude.
Nah, dude, Amazon, I shit you not, at least 3 times a week, they stop by my house to drop shit off. I'm not shitting. Yeah. But it's convenient.
Oh yeah, no, the Amazon is here every day, but Craig runs a business, so, you know.
Oh yeah.
He's got...
But yeah, man, I mean, you know, it's not about that their age is the issue. It's that they're out of tune with the American people. Not everyone makes like a junior congressman, a woman, will start out at $170,000 or whatever, which is damn near, let's be honest, $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And then when they claim everything, they travel and all this other shit, and then they go speak They making damn near $1 million a year, man.
Yeah.
And they're just out of tune with rest of America. And it seems like every cycle, there's new people that get elected, and they replace people who are out of tune, and they are the same shit over and over and over.
Well, we get the same shit because, like I was saying, we let these people do crimes in our names, and then they walk away. And if that's the way it is, if we don't put them in prison, we're just going to get the same shit over and over. But as to where age limit comes from, I don't actually think there should be an age limit. But I think there should be an amount of time that you're only able to be a member of Congress.
Term
limits about 8 years seems like you can only be president for 8 years. But the thing is, right, the reason I ask about the age limit is because people like Dianne Feinstein, right?
Yeah, she can barely speak.
Yeah, she doesn't know what the fuck is going on around her, and she's a sitting member of the Senate of the United States, and they talk about how Putin is laughing at us and China is laughing at us. Well, fuck, it's pretty fucking stupid, isn't it? I mean, it's laughable, right?
Yeah, you know what? I don't understand why rich people that are old just don't want to be grandparents.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't get it either.
There's no need, for Donald Trump or any billionaire or whatever to try to be president. You constantly hear The Rock run for president. Why would The Rock or Oprah or anybody famous want that fucking happen? You know what I'm saying? They make movies, they entertain or whatever. But why would you want that fucking hassle to work every day you're at work?
Yeah, I hear you. No, I hear you, Brandon. I never got that at all. People it just seems to me like I said before. When I was 16, my dad put $1 million cashier's check down in front of me, and he said that can be yours and a whole lot more if for the next 5 years you just do what I do and do what I say. After that, you'll have all that and a whole lot more. And I pushed the check back in front of him and I said, you know what? You should take everything you have and spend it and try and see if you can put a smile on your face, because it doesn't seem to bring you any happiness at all. That's
whenever you just mentioned that story to me,
yeah,
that's what I would have been like. There was something going on there to where that money didn't make him happy.
Yeah.
He was trying to stay in the trend, and nothing against your father, or nothing like that, but there's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
To where it's like, oh, I'm next level, because I was in the military, so I know all about the rank structure and I know how it works.
Yeah.
My
dad was a bomber. My dad was a bomber pilot in Korea. But he would sit every morning. He'd sit at the breakfast table, and he'd read the Wall Street Journal, right? And as he's reading the Wall Street Journal, you could hear his stomach just becoming more. He'd start to belch, and he'd just belch more and more and more. Like his stomach was just becoming more upset. And it's like that doesn't make any sense to be upset by whatever is happening today in the economic department. I can go and live. I can go and live a happy life on the beach and not have to think about that shit ever. And that seems a lot better to me than being rich and having to think about that shit every minute of the day.
Yeah, because I don't know. It's like once you serve your purpose, right? You should be able to relax.
I just think people would want to enjoy life. It seems like a lot of people just don't enjoy life, and they have the ability to. But they're just stuck in this angry mode or whatever it is, and it's that's what happens. I think is part of it is when they're younger and they're working to get a leg up or whatever, they get kind of angry. And then once you get that way, it's really hard to get out of that mode or something. It's like I said with my dad, I said, you know, that money, it doesn't seem to put a smile on your face, and so you should take it and spend every penny and see if you can make that happen. I think I broke him when I said that, though. He kind of just climbed into a bottle and never climbed out after that.
Yeah, because it's like all his hard work are failures, but his vision of life is not your vision of life, right? And it's like that. I have 5 kids, man. I get it. I've got a daughter that's already been divorced. Her twin sister was in the military. Now they're out. One's buying a $300,000 house in Fresno. One is in college in fucking Austin Peay, Tennessee. They're doing their thing. I'm proud of both of them, right? You know what I'm saying?
Fresno is the butthole of the United States, though.
Well, she bought a house there, bro. You know what? I just send Craig a picture of it. You know, yeah. It affects you be able to move in and like,
my sister lives there too. She owns a very nice house. They have a daughter, and she's like an Olympic equestrian. So
that's cool. But my daughter does like she'll call me, she'll FaceTime me, and she'll be like, all right, Daddy, I have to walk down the street to get something, take something to the city council, and there'll be like a homeless person, and then the guy be begging her for money. And, you know, she's like a woman. She like, you know, she gets nervous. You know, I'm like, okay, well, that's, okay, all right. But look, at the end of the day, there's no perfect situation for nothing. But obviously, this is warning signs, right? If you have people storming buildings, cops just shooting unarmed people because they're terrified to death, everybody's fucking broke. Can't no businesses make money. Obviously, the system is broken, you know, and there needs to be what we call in the military when you come back from a deployment, a retrofit. You know what I'm saying? But some people don't want to give up on a certain military tactic or military vehicle or a style of their personal leadership. Obviously, everything that we've been doing right now is not working. We need something new. And we have to shed the old and, you know, and bring in the new. But everyone in charge is old motherfuckers that, to be honest, are the baby boomers, and they fucked us.
And they got a death grip. They got a death grip on their job. Like, I'm not gonna ever leave.
Yeah. I mean, this is like, hey, let me ask you this, Mark. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Go ahead, man.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, do you know what's going on in Kentucky with Mitch McConnell?
No. What's going on with him?
You may want to look into it. He's trying to change the legislative decision-making process. If typically when a senator retires or dies, the governor selects the senator, correct?
Generally, yeah. When they step down or shit like that, the governor.
To change it to where the legislators can pick the person to replace the senator that retires or dies, because he does shit on Trump. So they forcing him to retire, but Kentucky has a Democratic governor. Now, let me tell you how shitty the Republican Party is. When the Republican Party in Kentucky votes to re-elect, okay, this is the same election now, you know what I'm saying, fucking turtlehead ass, Mitch McConnell, right? But yet they elect a Democratic governor, that kind of tells you something. Meaning the voters of Kentucky said, we want Republican rule in the Senate. Let's keep him his job because he's a senior Republican senator. So let's keep him elected, but we don't want no Republican governor. And they fired him. So now he knows that if he retires, the governor can put anybody he wants in that senator position. They'll be a junior senator.
Yeah.
So they trying absolutely to create a whole new law where Kentucky is mainly, you know, Republican senator, you know, Congress legislate to make it to where they get to select the person, which is where now you have the same argument where in Pennsylvania or these other states that extended the voter rights of people because of the pandemic, right? And all the Republicans raised hell about it, but it all stood up in court. You know, so now you have the Republicans doing the same fucking thing. Look, dude, I would love to know, Mark, how many sex videos that some smart person has on all these politicians. Because they're fucked.
Well, you got to figure
they haven't been compromised so much.
You got to figure that you know, whenever they travel overseas, all the you know, everything's bugged and everything. And there's cameras everywhere. Whenever they, you know, and who knows what kind of party mode they're in overseas, you know, but But the same thing here. Whenever they travel, I mean, all of us are being watched. But those guys, you know, I mean, if they stay in a hotel or whatever, they're gonna always get the room that has the cameras in it.
Oh yeah, listen, it's real simple. Whenever they go to a dinner, and let's say it's funded by some corporation, believe me, it's probably a Vietnamese chick hiding up under the bed, or an 80-year-old. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I know exactly what you're saying.
You know, it's so sickening. Like we're, I know they voted against the Democrats pretty much, and all the Republicans voted against the minimum wage thing. You know, and okay, and then you know it's pretty much like, okay, if you're a waitress, you can make $2.13 or whatever an hour. Right? Why would anybody want to be a fucking waitress? So then all of a sudden,
well, I was a waiter forever before I started doing media, and I always worked at nice restaurants. And I told them, I said, you guys don't have to pay me if you'll just feed me. If you just feed me, I'll be good. And but they would always, you know, that's against the law, so they would always pay me.
Mm-hmm.
But I made it clear I wasn't there to make an hourly wage.
Yeah, but that's not like a woman that works, you know, at a restaurant that's connected to a truck stop in rural Alabama.
If it's a busy truck stop, I bet those women make $150 a shift at least in cash.
Well, you know, but the thing is, if they are so successful, where's the book that they are writing, and where's the millionaires at?
Well,
I haven't met a millionaire waitress.
I don't think
I've never heard of it.
Brandon, I don't think $150 a day is being so successful. Do you?
No, I don't. But what I'm saying is, if you look at everything, there's always a book, The Keys to Success. The Keys to Success. There's, you know, have you ever heard of Iceberg Slim?
I'm not sure.
He was a pimp from Chicago that wrote a book, and he authored like so many books. But if a pimp can write a book and get famous, this is back in the 60s and 50s and 70s when he wrote his books. But they're all like true stories about how he was whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
But I haven't seen a book or a story where a woman, okay, was you know, just being a waitress, become a CEO of a Fortune 500 company.
I don't know. I don't know if there's books out there like that or not. But I've heard many stories of people that are waitresses and waiters in Hollywood who become, you know, famous actors, you know, right? So
yeah.
Again, it's
that's odd and end jobs, man. I'm talking about a career. You know what I'm saying? If you do something, a career, so when you write a book and you're successful, that's one thing.
Well, okay, look, have you written a book?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, see, that's what I'm saying. Look, the reason I was a waiter is because I could go places. Like I always tell people I lived in Maui, I lived in Tahoe. You know, when I lived in Tahoe, a lot of the people there that lived there would live there in the winter. A lot of the waiters, they'd live there in the winter so they could ski all winter long, and some of the nicest ski slopes in the world. And then during the summer, they'd move to Maui or somewhere else, and then they'd come back in the winter. So it was a very, and it's not just that, okay? I mean, I didn't have to worry about money at all, okay? When I worked in Tahoe, I worked at a casino, and I'd make like 150 plus a night, right? And then I would go and I would gamble away all the money they warn you about it when you first start working at the casino. They say it's like you're paying the casino to work there, you know, because you're paying them more than they're paying you. But they would also, as a food employee, they would give me 3 meals a day. So I never had to worry about eating. And then I had this little pittance of a check, but that would always cover my rent. So it's like, you know, I have this very free lifestyle where I could basically do whatever I want. And not only that, if you're making $150 a day in cash, it's very easy to say, hey, you want my shift? I don't feel like working today. And somebody will go, hell yeah, I want that shift.
Yep.
So it's a very free lifestyle. For me, that's the reason that I chose it.
Yeah, no. Listen, that's fine. You know, but COVID hit, and now those type of jobs are really not going to exist. Well, they're still going to exist, but there's going to be, like, more people going to be, like, more cautioned on it. Like, well, maybe I need to plan ahead so I can't give my shift up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I have numerous friends that were in the restaurant business, and they haven't worked for a year now. So.
Mhm. Yeah, but if they save their money, they're good, right? But then again, you look at certain things when it comes to trying to borrow money and stuff, you know, buy property, buy a house, then all that confusion gets into it. You know, but what I'm getting at, Mark, is I'm not knocking people that live that lifestyle. But at the end of the day, you're going to need dental and medical, and you're going to be 40 eventually. And that's when the shit starts jacking up. And don't have a kid if you live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, again, that's like that lifestyle of people who are like, you know what, when a carnival comes to town and there's they set all the equipment up, right? And then the people are running like where you throw darts. You know, like the people who run the carnival. You throw a dart and pop a balloon and you get a stuffed animal, right? That's a lifestyle that those type of people want to live because it's probably not a lot of responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
If you're running a fucking roller coaster, it seems like a lot of responsibility to me.
Well, what I'm saying is to whoever, it seems to me, if you're running a roller coaster and you're in one of those type of jobs where you're traveling all the time, you're probably running from something.
I don't honestly know. For me, it was just I want to see new places. You know, I mean, when I moved to
no, there's nothing wrong with that, Mark.
When I moved to Seattle, I had a job offer in San Diego. And I went down and I did an interview in San Diego, and they said, okay, if you want to work here, we're all good with that. Very nice restaurant on the water. Would have made a lot of money there. And I said, I got to go to Seattle and check it out, and then I'll be back. And I went to Seattle, and when I was in Seattle, I went there for 10 days, and when I was there, it rained every single fucking day, and it was just kind of, like I could barely leave the hotel, right? And but I'm watching TV, and I see this public access television in Seattle, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? These people are crazy, right? I'm watching them, and I'm going, you know what? I bet I could make a TV show too. And I'm like, so I see a telephone number on the screen, and I call it, and I say, so what does it take to make a TV show? And they said, oh, well, you have to come to the television station and take a couple classes, and then we'll help you set up a television show. And I said, really? I said, and where is the TV station? And they gave me the address, and it was directly across the street from the hotel that I was staying at. I mean, you just crossed the street, and it was right there. And so I went there, and I talked to him more, figured out what was going on. I said, fuck it, I'm moving to Seattle. I'm going to make TV. And the rest is history, as they say.
Yeah, hey man, you know what? Yeah, I think it's worked out well because you are history. Just as soon as y'all get all your data together, and make a damn documentary and call Netflix, hey, it is what it is. Idea. You know what I'm saying?
Craig keeps talking about wanting to get everything together to do something like that. He really wants to do that.
So so do y'all need some form of terabyte?
No.
Or some storage?
No.
Or what do y'all need to make that happen?
I mean, if you have something, let us know what you have. But no, Craig runs a tech company, so we have lots of terabytes, generally speaking.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Yeah, because I got terabytes from like deployment. I don't know what's on them.
Oh, you mean you just got like a bunch of hard drives?
No, I have like 2 big terabytes. I know one of them's littered with. Okay, let me explain something to you and to your listeners. All right.
Oh, let me explain something to you real quick first. I have hundreds of terabytes in the closet of videos. So
nice.
Two
well, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm talking about when you're deploying
and
you're replacing a unit that's been there for a year, and say you're replacing a certain position. In other words, let's just say it's a young soldier, 19 years old, 21 years old, and they drive a vehicle. When you go over there, you're replacing someone with the same damn thing that you're going to have to do, right? So when you become a sergeant, you collect all this data, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everything I collected was nothing, but everyone's just giving me all their porn videos that they had, that they received from the people that they replaced. So in other words, someone deployed with their own little porn. The next thing you know, everyone's like, hey, I got thumb drive for you. You're like, well, let me see what you got. And it just goes, and then 4 years later, you go back, you get deployed again, because you're a career soldier. You deploy again, and it's like, hey, man, I got these videos. And when you upload those videos, it's the same goddamn videos you gave them 4 years ago.
Wow.
You're like, what the fuck? Yeah, dude. But that's what I was getting at. It's just some just the monotony of shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I hear you. I mean, a lot of porn just tends to look the same after a while.
Well, but I was joking though. I was just saying like, hey, when you're deployed, it's what like you think you're going to get like really good intelligence. Well, you get that shit anyway. But then. Listen, I went to the MWR to use the internet, right? And MWR is like morale, welfare, and recreation. That's what it stands for.
Huh.
So that's where all the computers were.
Yeah.
I'm in Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever. I did it everywhere. And you go there, you can email your wife or your family members, or you can like set a time up with them through email or where y'all can video chat.
Yeah.
Right? And people would bring in thumb drives, and they would they would take a video from their camera, upload it to their laptop that they had in their hooch that's not connected to the internet, put on a thumb drive, and take it to the MWR, upload the video, and send pictures to their wife and kids of daddy or mommy doing amazing things.
Huh.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know a guy who did that, but it wasn't things to send to his kids, okay? And when he uploaded the video, he saved it to the desktop for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
So people would walk in there like, hey, like you go to a computer and, it's typical just a web browser. And then there's other little, this icon. They would click on it. You don't want me to tell you what was going on, but I tell you what was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It was the dude making a video for his wife. Yeah.
Right on.
And he's just,
Oh, so he got famous for everybody in the platoon, huh?
No. It was so sad that I don't know who went and really talked to him about it. I never seen the video. My buddy told me about the video, and then me and this guy was in Afghanistan together, and we was working together. And every time I looked at him, all I thought was that impression what my boys told me of his video.
Yeah.
But the video was him pretty much rubbing one out and rubbing on his chest and dancing.
Yeah, that kind of sticks
Yeah.
in your brain, huh?
It does. I was working with him. I'm like, damn, dog. Like, you put it on your chest? That's what I'm saying to my head. I'm like, like, the level of respect just ain't there, homie. But yeah. And we're in Afghanistan in the mountains. I'm like, shit, I got to talk to this punk ass again. Yeah.
That's I can't imagine what it's like to be in that situation.
And I know your listeners are like, what the fuck is Two Bronx Star Brandon talking about? Man, I've got a lot of combat stories, man, that y'all don't even fucking think about. But yeah. But that's another one. But hey, Monk, I just want to hit you up, man, and let y'all know I got the package.
Right on. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate it, guys. Mox News is the truth. And, brother, you take care, man.
Okay, Brandon, it's
All right?
always good to hear from you. Talk to you soon, I hope.
Right.
See ya.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so, and the package Brandon is talking about is you get if you want a Mox News media package, okay, Craig is generously sending them out to anyone who calls and asks for one. Okay, they include a couple Mox News vinyl stickers. They include a Mox News business card, which Brandon was talking about, looking like a military ID. Knowledge is free and unfair and biased. And you get a Mike Hawk for President postcard, okay, with the top 5 reasons to vote for Mike Hawk. And I'm sure we'll stick something else in there. I think Wilco's getting one in the next couple days, a media package with something a little special in it, if you know what I'm saying. Wink, wink. And as far as rubbing it all over your chest.
I mean, this coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. I wish the coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits.
I bet that's kind of what Brandon was imagining when he was looking at that guy that he had to work with in the mountains in Afghanistan. She's so funny. Okay, and we have not got a donation yet, people. We're looking for, we got one from Jackie Cat and one from Wilco, but after that, I said, next donation, my beautiful baby, my Boo Bear, gets a bite of this lovely maple bacon bar. You like that, buddy? Does that sound pretty good, huh? You want a bite of the bacon? You want to smell it? Come here, I'll let you smell it. No. Here, wait. I'll come over to you. Just wait, just wait, just wait. Oh, doesn't it smell good, huh? Oh, he wants that so bad. But, again, I don't make the rules, people. So when we get our next donation, Rufus will get a bite of this lovely maple bacon bar. Bacon maple bar? That sounds right. Bacon maple. You like bacon, huh, bud? Bacon is good. Yeah, I like bacon. So, I like money. If you guys give a donation, Rufus will get a lovely big fat bite of the bacon maple bar. And if we get to $50 in donations, we are already at $20 in donations, we will give away this lovely Subway gift card worth $15 to the 10th caller after we reach $50 in donations. But it doesn't look like that. We're at $20 now. So if you'd like to see a giveaway, now's your chance. If you'd like to see Rufus have a big fat bite of that maple bar, now's your chance. Next donation, Rufus gets a big fat bite of bacon maple bar. Bacon maple bar. Bacon. Ooh, bacon maple bar. Sounds pretty good. Rufus is begging you, please send a donation now. Without your donation, this dog is going to suffer for another 2 hours. How can you people be so cruel? Poor Rufus. Look at how sad he is. He's just like, I wish I could have a bite of bacon maple bar. Oh, well. What's the point? What's the point? I'll just stick my head under the water. Maybe never come back up. Oh, are you ready now? Are you ready? Are you telling me we got a donation, boo-boo? Is that what you're trying to say? Nope, no donation. Not yet. I'll let you know, pal. Okay? I promise. Otherwise, I'll give you a big bite when the show's over. Okay? Because you're my beautiful baby. And you always get your share, don't you? Don't you? Yeah, because you're my beautiful baby. Okay, so that being said, this is a call-in show. If you'd like to call, the number's right there on the screen. If you'd like to give a donation, and make sure that Rufus does get a bite of that maple bacon bar, which I can assure you he will, but not on camera unless we get a donation. All it takes is a small donation from you to save this dog from going without a bacon maple bar this evening. Can you imagine how hard it must be for this poor baby, this beautiful baby, to wait so patiently for one of you generous people to make sure that he gets a bite of that lovely, of this love. Oh, you want it so bad, don't you, boo? This lovely bacon maple bar. You want it so bad, huh, boo-boo? I know. Tell the people. Who's my beautiful baby? Who? Who's my beautiful baby? What? Who? Who's my beautiful baby? He's just saying, I want bacon maple bar. So, if you'd like to help my beautiful baby have a bite of bacon maple bar, we're waiting for a donation. Oh, and Craig says that if you want to donate through the Zazzle, he says this is on everyone's bank account, pretty much. All you have to do is sign into your online banking, and then you send there's a button on your online banking once you signed in, and it says Zazzle. Zelle. It says Zelle. That's what it says. So, Zazzle. So if you want to give a donation straight from your bank account to my bank account, that's the way to do it. And there's no transfer fee. They don't charge you a fee. They don't charge me a fee. And then Rufus gets a bite of this lovely bacon maple bar, which he wants so badly. Who's my beautiful baby? Who? 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 That's not good enough. Who is my beautiful baby? Huh? Who's my beautiful baby? All right. Let's see. So, Zazel. Let's see. So, and Craig says it's completely safe. It's already attached to your bank account, whether you know it or not. And it's pretty much every single bank uses it, according to Craig. So, it's got to be safe if that's the way it is. That being said, not only that, is again, there's no transfer fee, no fee charged to you, unlike the PayPal does. No fee charged to me, unlike the Patreon does. Hey, baby girl. Oh, come here. Come here. Who's my girl? Oh, who's my girl? Sit. There's my girl. She's my beautiful baby. You want to smell the bacon maple bar, huh? Oh, can you smell it? Can you smell it? Oh, you want to see both the beautiful babies get a bite of the bacon maple bar? All we need is one donation to save these beautiful babies from having to go without donuts for the next hour. It's up to you. You can truly make a difference in these dogs' lives. Oh, look at that! Ba-bam! Let's see. I owe somebody a donation. I mean, a bong hit. Who do I owe a bong hit? Randy! Oh, speaking of which, there is a new South Park next week. We will be talking about that extensively next week. You can count on it. But I'm just giving you a heads up because I don't want you guys to miss out on something. It's called South Park Vaccination Special. So I'm going to be very interested on where they come down on this vaccination thing. And, you know, it will be extremely interesting if they're like pro-vaccine, don't you think? It doesn't seem like their style. So Vaccination Special next week on Comedy Central South Park. Don't fuck with me. This thing right here, this point right here, that point right there, that is designed to go through you like butter. And I will tell you something, it will. But for now, it's going through bacon maple bars. A bacon maple bar like butter. All right, so let's see. Thanks, Randy. My dog, thanks you. My dogs, thank you so much. All right, so let's see. This has bacon. Okay, now, who's my beautiful baby? Who is my beautiful baby? Who? Rufus is my beautiful baby. Who is my beautiful baby? Who? Who's my beautiful baby? Rufus is my beautiful baby. Okay, and this is my girl. All right, so little bites. You see how gentle they are? Little bites. Oh, what a good girl. Oh, isn't it good? Look at how gentle they are. Little bites are the best, huh, buddy? Little bites are so good. Oh my God, it's so good. I want to take little bites forever. I love little bites. You're my beautiful babies. You're my beautiful babies. I love my beautiful babies. It's teethy brushing day, so I can give them sugar today because it's teethy brushing day. Huh? Yeah, it's teethy brushing day. You can count on it, buddy. Thanks, Randy. My dog was going cray. Like, you gotta chew the food, boo-boo. Gotta chew it. I'm gonna have a bite of donut too. Thanks, Craig. Oh. Oh. All right. So that puts our donation total for the Subway gift card at $30. So if we get $20 more, we will give away this lovely Subway gift card valued at $15. That is not a paid advertisement. But it's just something that we thought we'd make happen. And if you would like a Mox News Media package containing a My Cock for President postcard with the top 5 reasons to vote for my cock, a Mox News vinyl decal sticker or 2, and a couple Mox News business cards, unfair and biased, and knowledge is free. Just call the number on the screen and Craig will set that up for you. He said anybody who calls that wants a media package, he will send one out to. And again, if we're at $30 in donations, if we get to $50, we'll do the Subway gift card giveaway to the 10th caller, and that might be fun. That's always fun. We always enjoy the giveaways. Again, as I've been telling you last 2 weeks, the drumbeat for war with Iran is getting louder and louder and louder. And here's more evidence of that.
Overseas tonight, the U.S. forces in Iraq. We reported this week on that missile attack on a base with forces. Tonight, our Martha Raddatz one-on-one with Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin.
This week, we saw a second significant attack with those 10 rockets. Do you know who did it, and what kind of responses might we expect?
We want to make sure that, again, we understand who's responsible for this. The message to those that would carry out such an attack is that, expect us to do what's necessary to defend ourselves. We'll strike if that's what we think we need to do at a time and place of our own choosing.
Has Iran been given the message that this is not an escalation when we retaliate?
I think Iran is fully capable of assessing, the strike and our activities, and they'll draw their own conclusions. But what they should draw from this, again, is that we're going to defend our troops, and we're going to, our response will be thoughtful. It will be appropriate.
The one-on-one with Martha. So let's bring in Martha Raddatz tonight. And this is a delicate balance for the Biden administration. Obviously, they must defend U.S. troops, just as they now try to restore the Iran nuclear deal.
Delicate is exactly the right word, David. These Iranian-backed militias not only want the U.S. out of the Middle East, there are some factions that don't want Iran to renegotiate the nuclear deal with the U.S. And the fear with these tit-for-tat attacks is that they escalate or that one side or the other overreacts. But Secretary Austin is keeping a close eye on all of that and trying to find exactly the right balance. David.
All right, Martha, thank you. And we should mention Martha's full one-on-one with Secretary Austin, his first broadcast interview Sunday morning right here on ABC's This Week.
Last year when that election thing was going on, he was saying some off-the-wall stuff, man. He was talking filthy and dirty, and I got my son around me. I don't want him to hear that kind of stuff. And I think maybe one of your boys or you...
It's the reality. It's the reality of life, man.
We can be friends again, Mike.
I'm not here to make friends, dude. I'm here to enlighten. Okay, I'm here to help people through a hard fucking world and maybe help them figure it out just a little bit better.
Your opinions seem to go whichever way the wind blows, man.
Yeah, that is not true. You think that everybody all around here is telling you that they're all the same, Republicans and Democrats, there's no difference? That's the main message that you're hearing? Because that's what I say every day, day after day.
I don't give a shit one about no Republican or no Democrat, man.
We just got done saying however the wind blows, that's where Mox is at.
I don't know. I hope not.
Well, if you were paying attention at all, you'd know that's not true. Mox has his own direction, and it is to help people. And that's what I've been working on for years.
I don't know how you help people when you're over there talking profanity and vulgarity when I got my son here, you know, and he's when I'm listening to you, he's listening to you too.
Okay, well, that's a choice that you're making. I talk how people talk. I'm not going to come out here and talk differently than I would normally talk.
I just flipped you a $10 bill and you won't get another one. You know,
I'm not, look at, dude, I'm here to do a job. If you don't appreciate that job, then that's fine. I thank you for your donation. Okay? I'm not here to make friends, and I'm not here to play games or pretend. Okay? And if I was to somehow censor my language, I would be pretending.
You might tone it down just a little bit for the kids.
Look, this is the reality. If they're watching anything when you're not watching television, they're hearing language exactly like this. Okay, and movies are being made for them, you know, where the language is a lot rougher than what I use. And all the images that they see, all the images on their video games, come on, man. What I'm doing is simply enlightening people.
Hey, to your credit, you haven't been vulgar so much since the left won whatever y'all think you won.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about the left. I don't give a shit about the right.
Man, you were vulgar, you were rude, you're using profanity all the time on here and all that kind of stuff.
It's not true. I'm not being vulgar or rude or using profanity. What I'm doing is speaking the way that I always speak. Okay, I'm not coming out here and being some fake fuck like Sean Hannity or Anderson Cooper. Okay, I'm being a real human being and trying to communicate with other real human beings. It's that simple.
Man, I check you out and see what you're doing quite a bit, you know, because I remember you back in the old days. I've been with you a long time, you know, and I'm kind of like one of them loyal fucking guys, you know. But here recently, you haven't been vulgar and profane like you was back when this election.
I've said fuck like 5 times during this phone call, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, all I'm saying is, you know, I don't know. I think, like I said, you know, because a while back, you know, I disagreed to a pretty big degree with some of the things you were saying. And I think you made a move on me to where you might have blocked me to where I can't talk.
I haven't blocked anyone for years. If you said something that Woolco blocks people, it's very, very rare, and I doubt you being concerned about vulgarity and profanity. That you probably said something that triggered Woolco. What's that?
I'm not worried about any of that kind of stuff unless my kid's around. He's in bed now.
I'm just telling you, you're not blocked, okay? I seriously doubt Woolco did that to you, and I certainly didn't do that to you. So I don't know what it is that you're talking about. I don't
know, man.
What is your YouTube handle? We will go and check and make sure that you're not blocked.
Well, my birth name is Randall Colton.
Is that your YouTube handle? What's your YouTube handle?
Randall Colton.
Okay.
K-O-L-L-E-R.
Okay. We'll make sure that you're not blocked. Okay, Guts. Is that right?
No, but the name you blocked me under would be Randall Colton.
All right. Well, okay, Randy. I'm calling you Randy. I'm gonna call you Randy. Okay, Randy. Look, we didn't block you, but on the wild chance that perhaps that happened, we will go and check and make sure that you are not blocked. Okay, I can guarantee you that.
But look, man, if you say things that I don't agree with, I'm going to throw it back at you.
That's what this channel is all about, dude. I don't know. You say you're not new. You've watched. That means you've watched the conversations for years. I don't fucking block people, and I let them say what they want to say. That's basically what the entire channel is all about.
Well, except you've done something weird with me. Look, man, I've watched you for, like I said, back in the days when you would just post, like the leading news story of the day, and you didn't have this fancy screen and all that kind of stuff behind you.
Uh-huh.
Because I used to come here to see what the number one or the number two news story of the day might be.
And you were always informed, and you were able to comment on the way you wanted to comment, right?
Well, you weren't throwing your commentary in there back at that time. I mean, I was back there in them days, brother.
I understand what you're saying. Okay, I'm telling you,
Well, thank you.
this channel,
You went through a little period
this
of time.
channel has never been about censorship ever. It's the exact opposite. I fight censorship on a daily basis. Okay, and I fight it for you. And you come on here and tell me how I should censor myself when I'm speaking. Okay, so I don't think you even get what you're saying or who the fuck you're talking to.
Why am I censored?
What? You're not censored. I've told you 10 fucking times you're not censored. I told you.
I've donated money to you several times.
Well, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. I've given and given and given. It's very nice of you to give a little something back. Thank you. Okay? Now, what? What's so funny?
Well, I'm waiting for you to cuss at me.
I'm going to speak the way I speak. You come out here and you don't get that this is about freedom of speech. That I don't censor you, I don't censor anyone else, and I'm not going to censor myself. Okay? And it says right at the beginning, I mean, all these videos are labeled not for children. Okay? So, I mean, that's when I start these videos, it says, is this video made for children? And I click the button that says no.
Sometimes you go a little far out there.
Yeah, I'm a far out kind of guy.
Like I told you last time we talked, man, I'm pleased, because I like your commentary. I do to a degree.
Well, you wouldn't be here if you didn't find something about the channel.
No, but well, I like it that I let your channel go for a while. I just checked in, checked back in to see what you was up to now, and you seem to be coming back more into the center where reality is.
Yeah, I don't
Fuck
know.
left.
You know what?
Reality is
I don't
the
know
middle.
what you think. What you think the Black Lives protesters are reality? Because all summer long we talked about the Black Lives Matter protesters and how they were brave Americans in the brave American tradition of standing up against a comply or die police state. You think that's center?
That's a government psyop.
Yeah, okay. So what about the people on January 6th?
Fucking George Soros psyop. They come here to Alabama.
What about the people on What about the people on January 6th?
Let me tell you what they done. You had another guy that was talking to you from Alabama here a little while ago. They showed up over here in Alabama with several Greyhound-sized buses with the Black Lives Matter and the Proud Boys on all together on buses. Thought they was going to come down here and make a bunch of shit. And the sheriffs met them at the state line and told them, you don't want to come here in Alabama and start your fucking shit. And they turned around and split. So what do you think about that?
I think because you don't have freedom of speech in Alabama and you're all good with that.
No,
what do you think about that?
Alabama.
No, you don't.
We're not going to let a bunch
You just got done saying you don't have it, and you're good with that. I bet you want to tell me how you love the Constitution too, huh?
Paid by George Soros, who God knows who. You got the Proud Boys and the Antifa and the Black Lives Matter people all riding together on buses from state to state, stirring up trouble. You ain't going to do that in Alabama. You come here in Alabama, you're going to you're going to bleed. And that's the fucking truth of it. That's why they don't come here to Alabama. That's why they don't fuck around over in Mississippi. That's why they don't fuck around in Texas, because they know that down here we're not going to put up with that shit.
Yeah, there was nobody from Texas or Alabama or Mississippi on the protest in January 6th, right?
No, ain't been no Antifa around here trying to burn down buildings. Ain't been no Black Lives Matter. Ain't been none of them people come down here because they know we'll throw them in the fucking jailhouse and make them eat fucking catfish heads.
Yeah. And you're all good with that too, I'm sure. Because you love freedom. Because you love freedom so. Because you love freedom so much, right?
Here, all of us together. You got the Proud Boys and the Antifa and the BLM all riding together on the same bus. They're all having a big party.
Yeah.
Who knows? All sucking each other's dicks and shit like that. They're going to come down here.
Oh yeah. I'm the one who's vulgar, right? I'm the one who's vulgar.
You like to ride with them?
Yeah, I'm the one who's vulgar. Tell me more how I'm the one who's vulgar.
No, I'm just speaking to you real talk here.
No, you got done calling me vulgar, and then you talk like that. You call me vulgar, and then you talk like that.
No, I'm just giving you a taste of reality, son.
Yeah, a taste of reality that you don't love freedom or the Constitution. That's your reality.
We all about the freedom and the Constitution and all that kind of stuff down here. There's a bunch of Wally World lefty fucking weirdos.
Yeah, see, there you go. People can't live their lives the way they want. If they don't live their lives the way I say, then they're fucking weirdos, and they're not fucking welcome here.
Well, I got two big balls. Which one do you want to suck first? The left one or the right one?
See, who's the one being vulgar? Yeah, you're so fucking real, aren't you? You even understand the things that you say? The words coming out of your mouth. Do you get the words coming out of your mouth, dude?
You're swept up, and you're still swept up into this Hollywood bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I'm all about. This Hollywood bullshit.
Hollywood fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah, that's all I'm about. That's all I've ever been about.
No, it ain't about you, man. It's about what you believe. You watch that shit on CNN. You watch that shit.
I believe in freedom of speech.
You watch that bullshit, man. And you believe it.
And I believe in the way to live. People let them live their own lives the way they choose.
It's all a big scripted shit show. Like that thing
because people shouldn't be allowed to live their lives the way they choose.
I bet you believe. Do you believe that Air Force, what they claimed was an Air Force veteran of a woman got shot there in that fucking building? Do you believe that actually
I've seen it. I saw it happen. She got shot in the neck. It was a fucking clean kill shot.
You saw what they presented to you, man.
No, I saw it happen. She got shot in the neck with a fucking clean shot. They meant to kill her. She died. It's unfortunate that you don't have respect for people.
Oh, and just by coincidence, this dude Jaden X was there, and he got paid $70,000 from CNN and MSNBC to sneak in there and shoot that video so that they could present it.
Yeah, it's all the left. It's all the left who's the sneaky fucks. We got to get rid of the left. Yeah. Again, you're the one buying into the bullshit. I say they're both the same.
It ain't about to get rid of nobody.
That's all you keep doing is talking about the left.
The media is the issue here.
No.
And whoever is behind them, behind them is the issue here. It ain't you, it ain't me, it ain't the left, it ain't the right. It's on TV, man. It's presented as they're tools of division. They're tools, just tools, spirit tools.
And you buy into it.
No, I don't buy into it.
Clearly you do.
I don't buy into it. I don't believe that woman was shot in the deal over there. Hell, I've seen videos that would indicate to me that it didn't happen. Actually, I know it didn't happen because I'm a combat veteran and I know what reality looks like, and that ain't real.
Okay.
And there's a whole bunch of stuff. Hey, maybe you work for the CIA, man. Maybe you're some weird fuck or something. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. It's just all too funny. Now we got, 30,000 National Guard people surrounded the Capitol because yesterday, I guess it was, that the Q people, the the Q people were all going to rush in there and overrun the Capitol building. My ass. Let me tell you something about the Capitol building. It protects itself. You can't go in there. So when they went in that window there, when they busted that window in, that all that building has unbreakable glass in it. You can't break in it. So when they busted out that window, that means that somebody before the fact replaced the windows, that the unbreakable glass with something that it was breakable glass, and that's how they all went in that one window. and then look, man, I'm sorry if you can't recognize a Hollywood production when you see it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the dude with the coonskin cap and the spear and all that crap, he waltzed right into the Senate building, and the Capitol Police just stood there and opened the door and let him come in there. And then I saw one video where one of them that opened the door and let him in there said, "I don't agree with this," but he let him in the door anyway because he had orders. Somebody give the fucking orders to stand down. What we need to know is who gave the stand down order, and that would solve the whole mystery.
Okay, Randy, we got another caller. It's good to hear from you. Thanks very much for your donation. Fuck. And he's not blocked. Wilco just said he's not blocked. He's able to chat in the chat. We don't do that here. Okay, we're not here to block you or say what you're able to say or not able to say. If you choose to be really fucking douchey, Wilco will put you on timeout. So, but it's very, very, very rare. It pretty much almost never happens. So, I have to take another bong hit for a lovely person who just gave a Zelle donation of $20, which reaches our $50 goal, which means momentarily we will be giving away the lovely $15 subway card to some lucky caller, the 10th lucky caller, actually. But until then, I'm going to have a puff, because I feel like having a puff. It sounds like, oh no, because I owe, it's Dabs for Donations Friday, so I owe Dawn, who made our goal possible. I owe Dawn, bro. I owe Dawn a big fat puff, a big fat dab. Let's see, do I have one here? No, it should be bigger than that. Dawn deserves a bigger puff than that, for sure. So let me get that whipped out for you here, Dawn. Oh, that's looking much better. All right. And thanks so much to Randy again for making sure that my dogs got a bite of bacon maple bar, because I hope you guys got to see them eating, how gentle they are. You should see them eat a cheeseburger. They're just like, Rufus, my beautiful baby, go up on the couch. He's lying underneath the river right now. My beautiful baby Rufus knows how to eat off a fork. Right? You saw how gentle they were being biting the donut. I mean, imagine your dog eating a donut. Like, right? They're like, right? Rufus can eat off a fork. You go, pull it right off, whatever it is, steak. He likes pasta. We put pasta on a fork. I have a picture of him doing it around here somewhere. But that's my beautiful baby. And of course, he's been to lots of restaurants, and he knows how to be, they've both been to lots of restaurants. They know how to be good babies, and they don't have to go to all the other tables and smell what everybody else is eating. Although they'd like to. Hello, caller.
Well, howdy, Mike.
Hey, hon.
How's it going?
It's a little cray-cray.
I have a comment about the age limit.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't know about the age limit, man. Like you said, sometimes older people could be really cool. And sometimes they're just freaking fossils hanging around for way too long.
Some of them are absolutely brilliant, and I would have no problem them representing us. And they're very forward-thinking, too.
So you were saying 8 years, right? Like maybe
Like the same as the President of the United States.
Oh, that's where you got the 8 years.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that when you said it. All right, so Andrew Yang said 12. 12 years.
Well,
But
I
that's
mean,
it.
Andrew Yang's brilliant. I think 12 years is fine too. I just think we ought to pick a number and keep to it because these people, being professional politicians, it really bothers me. There should not be a professional politician class.
Yeah, I mean, I look at, and I do think there is, I don't know. I guess it really does boil down to that. I don't want to be an ageist, you know? I don't.
Well, no,
want to be an ageist.
like I said,
But
I think that there shouldn't be an age limit. I don't think there should, but I think there should be, a limit on how long they can serve. I really do.
I was thinking maybe 12 years. Maybe the reason Yang picked 12 years is because in 12 years' time, you're probably going to see at least 2 presidents, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's why he picked that number. I don't know why that would matter exactly, but I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting idea. That's it, honey. You have a great night. I'm going to hop back in the chat.
Hey, thanks so
Before I
much
go
for your
bye-bye.
thanks so much for your help, and
Oh,
thanks for calling again. That's like twice in 1 week, huh?
my pleasure. Yeah.
Thanks.
I know the landline is still good for something, right?
It's we have 4 of them here. four separate individual numbers, I should say.
What is it? Whisper. The helium lady. No. I do like hippie crack, though. I don't know if you guys tried that.
No, I don't know what that is.
All right. Hippie crack?
Yeah.
It's nitrous oxide.
Magic psilocybin?
Nitrous oxide.
Oh, no, I'm not. I haven't tried that. But we went to HempFest one night after hours, and there was one of the main guys who did the main setup persons of the entire thing. Works all year setting up HempFest. He was back there. And we were hanging out, and he had like a whipped cream container. He was just
Yes.
I mean, like, one of the ones where you pour the cream into it and you put the nitrous in, and it didn't have any cream in it. He just kept taking puffs off it and taking puffs off it.
Yeah, funny how that works, huh?
Yeah, he seemed to really enjoy it. There's no doubt about that.
Oh my gosh. All right, honey. You have a good night.
Hey, it's always
Enjoy
good to
your
hear from
show.
you, Shug. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks so much.
You got it. Bye, honey.
Bye. That's our buddy Jackie Cat. She's called twice this week. It's always nice to hear a friendly voice like Jackie Cat. That's for sure. And she gave our first Litecoin donation tonight. We got a Bitcoin donation a couple of times. In the last 3-4 years, we've gotten 3 Bitcoin donations. One for $10, 2 for $10, and 1 for $25. Which was like last 4 weeks ago. But in the last 4 years, that's how much we've gotten. But Jackie Cat tonight made our first Litecoin donation. That's pretty cool. I'm going to play a video for you. I'm going to heat the bong up, and then we will think about giving away the $15 Subway card momentarily. Let's see. I have a video about spring break. How about that? See some bikinis? Does that sound good? Huh? Who wants to see some bikinis? This guy.
I love my job, I really do, but someday they're going to put me out to pasture. Hopefully not.
Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont says the state will reopen restaurants, places of worship, and other facilities at full capacity 2 weeks from today. But he says the mask mandate will remain in effect. The NBA All-Star Game will be played in Atlanta this weekend after being canceled in Indianapolis. Atlanta's mayor has pleaded with fans to stay home and not come to her city. Florida health officials say COVID precautions worked well during the Super Bowl activities. They report only 57 total new infections from the more than 20,000 fans who attended the game in Tampa. Spring break is underway in Florida. Officials there are trying to rein in students to avoid a new coronavirus outbreak. Correspondent Phil Keating shows us how tonight from Fort Lauderdale.
Are you going to do spring break?
Yeah!
Spring Break 2021 in South Florida is on, beginning 3 peak weeks. And Washington University's Hamza Tahir says young people are letting loose.
Here at this spot, especially like on the streets and stuff, people get wasted. It's pretty wild.
Last year's spring break got effectively killed when the beaches closed to the public. But this year, the sand, surf, and sunshine are wide open. And that's a big concern for city leaders who've suggested wild and crazy kids go to Vegas instead, fearing that a year of pandemic will fuel pent-up demand to party and spread COVID.
If you're coming here to go nuts, if you're coming here to let loose, if you think anything goes is what we want, you're very mistaken. We have lots of rules.
Florida's $90 billion a year tourism economy feeds on Florida's lack of snow, and spring break is a major boost to hotels, bars, and restaurants, which all lost a lot of money last year when the crowds disappeared. But some spring breakers may be surprised at tighter rules. In South Beach, there's a midnight curfew, a mask mandate, social distancing rules. 400 cops patrolling day and night, no coolers allowed, no open containers, and arrests and citations will be made.
Yes, I want to go out. I'm dying to go out, but obviously I know I can't, so I'm going to be in the house. We could be responsible for now, and then like in a couple months we could party it up. Yeah.
In Fort Lauderdale, it's more lax. There is no curfew. Last year, the CDC did some post-spring break COVID analysis and found there definitely was some spread, which made its way all the way back to the hometowns across the country. Exactly how much? Difficult to pin down. Shannon?
Phil Keating on the beach. Thank you, Phil.
Those two girls sitting on the beach, man, are like, I wish I could go out, but we can't go out. But we just have to be safe and not go out right now. They're sitting on the fucking beach. I mean, which seemed completely safe to me. I mean, we go out to restaurants, whatever. Or we go to the grocery store, not really concerned about, the plague. But it's funny to hear people talk like that, right? It's kind of crazy. Oh, we wish we could go out, but we can't. We have to be safe. So we understand. We'll go out in a little while. We'll go out soon, in a couple months. What the fuck are you talking about? You're down on the beach, hanging out. Wish we could go out. I wish we could go out. It will be so nice when we're able to go out again, won't it? Seriously, crazy people. What are you going to do? All right, this one's for Dawn. Thanks so much, Dawn, for reaching our $50 total tonight. Up, up. Up, up. Oh, baby. That one's kind of sour. Not in a nice way. It's like sucking on a lemon there for a second. So let me see. I will be playing more videos for you momentarily. But I thought I wanted to get that bong hit out of the way. We still have the Subway gift card to give away. If anybody wants to be that, I will be doing that momentarily. A $15. What it'll be is we'll make it so it's the 10th caller wins the Subway gift card. Okay, we'll do that momentarily. So, and if anybody wants to give a donation, it is Dabs for Donations Friday. You give a donation, and I will take a big fat dab in your honor. That last one was for Dawn, who gave us our first Zelle donation. We're just a world of first tonight. This is a Zelle, according the way I understand it is that everybody has the Zelle on their bank account already, on your online banking. You sign into your online banking, and then it says, there's a button that says Zelle, and you can click it, and you can send money to anyone, and it's very safe. It's on everybody's bank account, and there's no charge. There's no fee to send the money, to receive the money. So that's nice. Because I hate these people. Google was taking 30% of you guys' donation, maybe 32%. It was like some outrageous number. I was like, this is not okay. You know, I mean, they're making extra money from donations, you know, that they wouldn't otherwise be getting. They don't need to take 30%. Google's fucking makes plenty of money. They don't need to take 30% of the donations. That was really fucked up, man. I couldn't believe it when I saw that shit. So, you know. Anyways, we will be giving away the lovely Subway gift card here momentarily. This is a non-paid endorsement. Hello, caller.
How you doing?
I am doing. Hey, Thomas.
Yes, Thomas. Yep, Thomas again. I heard you talking about something, and the lady that was just on there. Oh man, she would be fun to smoke some weed with, man.
I bet that's true. I bet that's true.
So what's going on?
We're just doing this thing that we do. How about you?
Mm-hmm.
Looking forward to the weekend?
Yeah, well, I'm already on the weekend, man. I really don't go by, I haven't had to. And, I've been blessed because I am a true Rolling Stone. So, it's like, I figured life out a long time ago. It's worth a damn unless you're doing something that you want to do, you know? If you're not doing something that you want, if you're not doing something that you want to do, you're in the system.
I think you're really close there. I think that the truth is that if you're not finding enjoyment, because enjoyment is right there in front of you, waiting for you to actually experience it. And a lot of people are just so distracted and overwhelmed by everything else that they don't get to enjoy anything. It's unfortunate.
What I'm saying is, it's not tangible, but first it's spiritual, but then again, when it becomes tangible, that is what you want. That's what's helping you enjoy it. I don't care. Like I have a scooter. I enjoy, I've been wanting a scooter for a long time. So I got a scooter right now. It's it's down. But I like the enjoyment of not so much I drive, but I like the enjoyment of being on two wheels, either walking or either hitchhiking. And if it was back in the 70s like it was before, man, I'd go anywhere I wanted to go. But, times you have to, you adjust your motives with the times.
People are so afraid these days. It's really, one in a bazillion that are going to pick up a hitchhiker, I think.
Well, if they're so afraid to pick up a hitchhiker, okay, they're afraid to pick me up, but I'm out there goddamn hitchhiking, okay? So I get in the car. Now I brought back some thoughts right there. Okay, back in the 70s when I used to hitchhike to San Francisco from East Palo Alto, anytime I wanted to, because it occurred to me that since everybody was doing it, I could save me $7 to $12 riding the train up there to hitchhike. But, it's some crazy stuff happened. Okay, so now you hitchhike this month, next month you hitchhike again, and nobody knows when you're going to put your damn thumb out there, but you end up getting picked up by the same doggone nut that picked you up maybe a month or two ago. Okay, he didn't know he was picking you up, but he's the same crazy dude that picked you up. I don't mean physically crazy, but he says crazy things like homosexuality shit. I'm like, I'm dealing with it real cool. I'm only like maybe 16, 17.
Oh.
Lets me off.
So he's like coming on to you and stuff.
Well, what I'm saying is the first time he was cool, and I come up around people that are like that, so it's not like I'm going to freak out that you mentioned certain things like that, you know. And we're headed to San Francisco, and I'm already going up there to, I'm straight, I'm heterosexual. I'm already going up there to the gay bars. I'm already going up there to the gay bars, and I'm partying anyway because, man, they have that music going. So I'm up there. So I'm already hip to all this stuff that's going on. So when this guy picks me up, he takes me up, you know, once. Let me see where he picked me up. Redwood City, takes me home. Everything is cool. He picks me up again, then he starts to mentioning. And I'm like, nah, I don't go in that direction, you know. So, you know, he lets me off, and there that is right there. I think that might have happened maybe once or twice. The people come off like that. They come off like that, you know, sometimes. You know?
You know what happened? I was hitchhiking one day, and this guy picked me up in an El Camino. Right, and we're driving, and where we're driving, it's kind of like there's a water all next to the road. It's like a bird sanctuary, right, for like about a 1.5 mile stretch, and we're driving along that. I think the speed limit is about 50 miles an hour. We're driving along that, and the guy reaches into the glove compartment and pulls out a .44 Magnum, and he fucking rolls down his window and just starts shooting fucking shots off into the fucking bird sanctuary. And I'm like, you can let me out here. It's fine.
Wow. He's just doing this. He's probably actually, you want to try it? You know what I'm saying? So you got... But what I'm saying is you got a world full of crazy people.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
So now when I came from Washington, when I hitchhiked from Washington, though, guess what? I got picked up by a lady, and she took me 75 miles down from I don't know where the hell I was, okay? It was nice weather. There was snow. The snow had fell, but it was not truly cold. So she took me and this guy, okay? I met this guy who was just after Portland, when he come out of Portland. This guy had one of those what do you call them, knapsacks you can put all kinds of stuff in it. It was full of MD 2020 wine.
Mad Dog.
And so she picked us both up. She dropped him off first. I fell asleep. When I woke up, I was in the car by myself with her. So she said, well, I got 25 miles to go. We'll let you out. Okay, cool. But that's that right there. But even so, what I'm saying is this, okay, times have changed. And it's changed really crazy. You know, it's just that I listened to Bonacci. I listened to Gordon Maxwell. And what I'm saying is a lot of people will write them off, but they don't want to wake up and realize what type of system they're in. Like we talk about the oppressiveness of the system all the time. They don't want you to say this. They don't want you to do that. But yet it's okay if they put some shit out there, man, that's totally immoral for you to do, you know. But yet don't do the other thing because you can consider that immoral too. But yet it's not messing around with kids, you know. It's not robbing anybody. It's only smoking marijuana, or either you're denouncing the president that's not doing shit, or the politician not doing shit. And going back here, what we're talking about right here. Okay, now. We were talking about not voting or getting people out of certain positions that don't need to be there. A program I listened to hit me to something about politics. You know, once you learn something, you got it. And it's fundamental. But people go for they allow the same people to get rich to screw you around. And these are what you call mostly incumbents. They have to be voted out. But you got to get people together to say, hey, look, this is what we got to do. White, black, blue, green. Okay, what's happening to me over here, black, and you're moving around like minions is not helping me. And it's really not helping you because you're scared because if they come for your ass, are you scared that they might come for your ass because you see what they'll do to us? Because if they're doing that to us, they will do that to you in the event. All you have to do
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. I'm not scared, but I know I've talked about this. I
understand where I'm coming from.
I've talked about this. What you're saying is, and this is what I've explained.
Come back here. That's why I come back here, because you're on cue.
It's that even if you act like you're not, it doesn't bother you that you know the government's watching, and it doesn't bother you that the government's watching. Even if you say that, somewhere in your head it does bother you, and you will be acting differently, other than the way you would act if you were just going about your life with normal privacy. But not knowing that, you will act differently. I myself have been, fighting this real basic being watched by the government for 25 years. So it's not.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have.
It's not like a thing for me. I just kind of whatever. Come and get me. You know where I'm at. You know exactly where I'm at. Come and get me. Okay.
They knew that. They know where you're at before the scrutiny of cell phone. And I can tell people, I said, look, you talk this. Look. They're looking for specific people. This thing cannot keep up with everyone. They knew who you were a long time ago before this, because once they get a tag on you, they're going to be watching you. There'll be people smiling, and there'll be people talking to you. There'll be somebody to chalk up a conversation with you. And I mean, it's beautiful conversation. You'll leave the conversation feeling like you just had shit. I mean, you can call it Valentine heart acid or something like that. But the fact is, you just don't know who's watching you. A lot of these people are watching. And they're watching before this if they tag you to be watched.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've talked about it. The Vatican, who has its own police force, it's basically its own country. The Vatican has a big old file with my name on it. I'm very well known in certain circles.
Oh well, hell, they probably got me at least. They got me at least. I got 5 marks. I got 5 marks. You know, I mean, hell, they got. But I'm just not a threat yet. Or, oops, I shouldn't have said yet. Damn. What did I say yet for? I'm just not a threat.
I've been a big threat all along, and they know it, and that's why they have files on me.
Oh, well, you might as well get comfortable in saying you're a threat.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
I'm very seditious. I've been that the whole time.
They know who's who from the beginning. I mean, from the smallest part all the way up.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, hey, I just wanted to hit you with that, and I'll talk to you. I just got to hit my bud and had a little sip.
Nice.
I'll be listening in on you.
All right, it's good to hear from you, Thomas. Stay cool, bro.
Yeah, you too.
And this is what I talk about again and again and again and again, is that they are listening. They have, they're watching every picture your 12-year-old takes on her cell phone. They scoop up and put it into a file, regardless if she sends it to anyone or not. Even if she deletes it, it goes into a file with her name on it. Your every text message your 15, 16-year-old son sends goes into a file with his name on it. And the same goes for you and your wife and your husband and your mom. And that's the government that we have. And none of us deserve that. Your children deserve better than that. I have no children. It doesn't affect me. But your children deserve way better than that. And I don't know why no one's screaming about it. I don't know why. I mean, Edward Snowden came out. We all know what the truth is. Edward Snowden explained they're listening and watching every single thing that you do. They show on the news. I saw a thing about they have these little like Alexa things where you say, Alexa, do this, do this, do this, and it does whatever it is. It's your little AI servant, right? And Alexa, order dog food. The dog food is backed up for 2 weeks, sir. I don't know how she sounds actually, but. The Google, they're saying, the Google one, well, I don't know what it's called, Sydney. Let's say it's called Sydney. It says, hey, Sid, turn on my favorite TV show, whatever. I don't know what the fuck. It knows everything about you. But the point is I've seen recent news segments in which they said that this Google personal assistant is always listening and it's always recording everything that you say. And I'm like, What the fuck are you talking about? Like this one does it, but the Amazon one doesn't do it. Is that what you're saying? Okay, on the Comcast cable remote. Here's the Comcast cable remote, right? You see this little button right here? It has a microphone on it, right? You push that button, and the TV listens to what you're saying, but only when the button is pushed, right? You know, this is what Alex Jones has been talking about forever. He said, back in the day, he used to talk about how your refrigerator is listening to you, your dishwasher, your microwave, your television, all these things are listening to you. They're recording what you're doing. Your television is actually recording video of you. And now they use it as a selling feature. Oh, just punch the button. Just punch the button. And say, fuck off, Comcast! And sorry, I cannot handle commands that type of language. Sorry, I cannot handle commands with that type of language. That's what it said. Again, this is they're listening all the time. And Alex Jones was right. You know, except for he stopped talking about that and started putting on clown makeup. And again, the 24-hour news cycle is very dangerous, people. I would highly recommend that you don't get caught up in it. So, that being said, let's play a news video, shall we? And I'll go talk to Craig about giving away a gift card, because we made it. We're going to give away the Subway gift card, this lovely, shiny Subway gift card for $15. 15, my friends. You can get at least 2 sandwiches for that. And if they're having their buy 2, get 1 free, you can get at least 3 sandwiches for that. Oh my God. How much better a deal can you get? I'm going to play a video. Let's see which one. That one says... Oh, I want to play this video right here. It's a quick one. Now, I want you to notice this one is about the D.C. riots. I know you guys, I talk about this a lot. But they're identifying here in this video someone who used to work for Donald Trump during the time that he was president as being part of the riots, right? They're identifying that. But what I want you to see is that there's a person standing right next to him, and the news is going out of its way to make sure that person, this news segment is going out of its way to black out that person's face, so you can't see who's standing right next to this person that we have to out because he's a Donald Trump person. But who's this person that you're blacking out? I'd really like to know. I would think you guys would want to know too. And why would you black out that person when over and over and over again you've shown all these people's faces that were at the Capitol Hill protest? You've shown them all again and again and again. And you have to ask yourself, why are they blocking this person's face out? That's why I'm playing the clip, and that's why I thought that you guys might want to see it in case you're wondering.
Next here tonight to the investigation into the deadly attack on the Capitol. Tonight, news of an arrest. A former Trump appointee from the State Department now facing charges. The FBI arresting Federico Klein, accusing him of storming the Capitol and attacking police officers. Authorities receiving tips identifying Klein and images released from the January 6th assault. Klein had resigned his post at the State Department just the day before the inauguration.
Okay, you guys see that? You see how they blacked out the person's face standing right next to him? These people on that network, on every network, have shown video after video after video of these protesters not blurring out anyone's faces. That person, when they're showing this guy who was apparently, an inside the White House Donald Trump person, when they show him, whoever it is that's standing next to him, they don't want us to know about. And they're hoping that you don't notice that they blacked out that face. That's why I'm bringing it to your attention. I find it very, very interesting. And I think that we should know who that is. Don't you? Let's see. And I was going to play another video here for you about... hold on. I played the spring break one already. You guys want to see bikinis again? I knew you would. Hold on.
Sometimes life can be a little overwhelming. Sometimes the weight of the world can be too much to bear. Sometimes you need to stop worrying and take a deep breath. Sometimes you need cannabis. Introducing Brightside, high-quality cannabis delivered right to your door. Brightside offers an extensive menu of strains and products to meet your needs. Choose the experience you want, and we'll send you the dankest herb, the real sticky icky, some top-shelf marijuana. If you like what we send you, keep the whole jar. We'll even include some nugs for you to blaze. As part of Discovery, you'll get to try new strains and products. Side effects may include euphoria, increased appetite, uncontrollable giggles, elevated sensitivity to musical dopeness, and reduced anxiety. Tetrahydrocannabinol may also induce feelings of existential well-being and relentless optimism. With a Brightside subscription, you can get it once a month, once a week, or whenever you want, all at a price you'll like. And yes, this is a real company.
Do you know who I am? You're the wizard.
Ask your doctor if cannabis is right for you. It probably is. Keep it Brightside.
Okay, it's important for me to play that video. You guys realize this, right? I love that video because it's like if you haven't ever experienced cannabis, it's totally the cannabis experience, in my opinion. This person is like, oh, these bills, and the other one's like, oh, I hurt, and then they get their cannabis and they have a little bit, and they're dancing and playing music and going outside and smelling the flowers and the illusions of musical dopeness. I love that part. Illusions of musical dopeness. That's a side effect of cannabis, in case you're wondering. I'm going to play another video, and then I'll come back and we will give away this Subway gift card for $15. 15 big ones, people. We will give that away momentarily right after I get back from, I got to go heat up my tea. So I'm going to play this video, and this video is about a member of Congress named Swell, whatever his name is. I'm pretty sure he has some kind of scandal going on that I heard about some kind of Chinese spy that he was sleeping with or something. I don't know. I don't want to spread rumors. But Sewell, I think is his name. But he is now suing Donald Trump for leading the resurrection to the Capitol on January 6th. And I have this thing. I really hope that Donald Trump immediately files a countersuit because, these motherfuckers, again, not that I'm a Trump fan for 1 second, but these motherfuckers helped start and keep a war in Iraq going endlessly. A war they know is based on lies. A war in which 1 million innocent Iraqis died. And they do it solely to make money. And that's disgusting. That's how disgusting these people are. Oh, but we got to sue Donald Trump for inspiring protesters. All right, and I thought you guys want to know about that. I'm going to heat up my tea, and we'll come back and we'll give away the lovely $15 Subway gift card after I get right back. Watch this video.
Much. Let's turn to the investigation of the Capitol insurrection right now. A former Trump administration official is now facing criminal charges in connection with the deadly riot. Brian Todd is covering all the new angles for us. What's the latest, Brian?
Right, Wolf. Tonight, new information on serious new charges being brought in this investigation, including, as you mentioned, charges against a former top State Department aide who had a top secret level security clearance. Tonight, the first known Trump administration political appointee has been arrested for taking part in the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Federico Klein, a State Department aide at the time of the riot with a top secret level security clearance, who had also worked for the Trump campaign, has been criminally charged for pushing police officers and entering the Capitol on January 6th, documents show. Prosecutors presented images allegedly showing Klein using a police riot shield to wedge open an entrance for rioters. Today, prosecutors asked a judge to keep Klein behind bars pending his trial, while he complained about cockroaches crawling over him in his jail cell. And Jacob Chansley, the so-called QAnon shaman who donned face paint and a headdress and carried a spear inside the Capitol, appeared before a federal judge today. It comes as Chansley pleads his case in the media. Charged with violent entry and disorderly conduct, among other counts, Chansley told CBS's 60 Minutes Plus his actions were not an attack on the country, that he went to the Capitol because he thought Donald Trump had his back, and that he was peaceful inside the Capitol.
I didn't break any windows. I didn't break in any doors. I didn't cross any police barricades. I was peaceful. I was civil. I was calm. I said a prayer and I sang a song.
He was part of that mob. We've all seen the video of that mob. They overran the police. They went into the building. That individual was charged with more than just sort of wandering around. He was charged with destruction of property. He was charged with threatening the vice president. So reality simply doesn't line up with that defense, as creative as it is.
Tonight, Democratic Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren is putting pressure on her Republican colleagues, collecting 2,000 pages worth of provocative tweets and posts by Republicans in November, December, and January, like this one from Congressman Paul Gosar on January 2nd, quote, "Sedition and treason for stealing votes is appropriate." Lofgren raises the idea of disciplinary action. And Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell, a former impeachment manager, is suing former President Trump, Trump's son Donald Jr., Rudy Giuliani, and Republican Congressman Mo Brooks. Swalwell's suit accuses them of inciting the attack, aiding and abetting violent rioters, and inflicting emotional distress on members of Congress. One analyst says even if the lawsuit doesn't succeed, key information could be uncovered.
I would expect them to seek documents, communications, text messages, phone records, emails, that sort of thing, and to ask questions about the communications that happened beforehand, about any coordination between the campaign and the White House and these groups that were forming to bring their members on January 6th.
In response to the lawsuit, Trump spokesman Jason Miller issued a statement saying that Congressman Swalwell has no credibility and is, quote, attacking our greatest president with yet another witch hunt. Meanwhile, tonight, retired Lieutenant General Russell Honoré, who prepared a report on security recommendations for the Capitol in the wake of January 6th, is going to hold 3 briefings behind closed doors for members of Congress regarding those recommendations on Monday. Wolf.
All right, Brian, thank you. Brian Todd reporting. Joining us now, former Assistant Secretary of Homeland Security Elizabeth Newman, along with CNN's chief political correspondent, Dana Bash. Dana, this lawsuit from Congressman Swalwell comes after another suit by Congressman Benny Thompson, I should say. Are Democrats looking for any avenue to hold the former president accountable after his acquittal?
She's a bitch, right? She's a bitch, right?
You're a funny
She's a
Boo
bitch,
Bear.
right?
Can you balance?
She's a bitch, right?
You're a funny Boo Bear. All right, so we have we have the Subway gift card to give away. The number's right there on the screen. I told you we'd give it away after the clip, so Rufus is all ready to go. He's like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be the 10th caller. I'm gonna be the 10th caller. I'm gonna be the 10th caller. Rufus is like, oh, Subway gets my throat stuck. You ready? Ready to give it away, boo-boo? Who's my beautiful baby? Who?
Loud.
Who?
Big bark.
Who's my beautiful baby?
Give it to him, big. Come
Who's
on.
my beautiful baby?
Oh.
What? Who?
Donuts.
Who's my beautiful baby?
Say donuts.
All right. Okay, 10th caller, people. There's the number on the screen, 805-669-6397. We're ready when you're ready or not. Either way, no one's calling. What's happening? Are you sure this thing's plugged in?
Nobody wants the card, and we'll go get a spicy Italian for him tomorrow.
Boo-boo.
Right?
Spicy Italian. That's your favorite, huh? Look at that smile. What a funny Boo Bear. What a funny Boo Bear.
He's ready. Ready for something, aren't you?
He's a funny Boo Bear.
Squirrel!
All right. I'm giving you 60
If
seconds.
nobody wants it, fine. I'll go get a sandwich tomorrow.
For Boo Bear.
Yeah. There's
All
a
right.
Subway right up the street.
All right. All right. This is your last chance.
Nobody wants the $5.
Are you sure this phone is working? Let's see. I guess so. Phone's working. That's fine.
Nobody wants it?
Thanks so much for everybody for tuning in tonight. We do this every Monday through Friday. You don't want to call? You don't want to call? You don't want to get the phone?
Give him a minute, because
okay, I'll give you a minute. I'll give you a minute. I'm all out of videos. Oh wait, I have this one you should see. This is important because it's real. Yeah. This is real, people.
Trump won the election. Among the suspects' possessions, this is real. A white...
Coming through once.
Okay, go.
Oh, shit.
Go.
Oh, shit.
Go.
Your caller
number
number one. Your caller number two.
Why'd you push hold?
Oh. I just ended it. Caller number two. Uh-oh.
Okay, so I guess we're giving away the Subway gift card now.
It's the race to the top. I'm going to... Oh, hold on. Who we got?
Caller number 3.
Hold on. Here we go. Let's see.
Take this call.
We got caller number 3. Call back. Oh, here comes the next one. Let's see what we got here.
Take this call.
Caller number 4.
I love number 4. Number 4 is my favorite.
Only number 4. Hurry up. Dial back.
Caller
okay, wait. 5. We got next. Let's see who we got next here. Your caller number 5. Call back 5. Quick.
And you'll get a Mox News media pack, Mox News business card.
Oh. Who we got here? We got number... Are we on number 6?
I guess.
Did I say 6 already?
6.
Caller number 6. Call back soon. Hurry. Oh, up next caller. Hold on.
We almost got it.
Lucky number 7. Caller number 7. Call back soon. Uh-oh.
Mox News stickers.
It is caller number 8. You lose, Steve McClanahan. Did I get it? Hold on.
We should give that to Steve McClanahan.
Caller number 9. Lucky caller number 9. You are not the winner. Call back.
That's a local number.
Caller number 10. The lucky caller number 10. Who is this?
That's what's up.
Who is this?
How do I claim it? This is Wade Murphy, man. I'm from Seattle.
Wade from Seattle. Right on, bro. Hey, so tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to put you on hold, and I will get your information off the live feed because you probably don't want the thousands and thousands of Mox News subscriber viewers out there. No, we're done. No more callers from the 760. Okay, you're not going to win. There's no more callers. We have a winner. Stop calling.
Thanks for calling, Wade.
Wade, so stand by for just a minute. I'm going to put you on hold, and then I'll be right back to you. So stand by. All right. Wade's on hold. I'm going to have to do a little switcheroo between phone lines.
Okay.
It's time for the doggy to get a donut bite, too, since we gave away the 15. Up. Oh, come on. You can do it. Get up by the river. Lay down. Oh, he just kicked Pikachu off the nuts.
Like, Pikachu don't get no fucking donut. God. No donut for Pikachu.
Who gets this? What? Who? Oh, there's a big bark. Coming in hot. Oh, so lucky. Bacon maple bars.
That's good stuff, huh, buddy?
I haven't heard a bark that loud out of him for a treat in a while. Where's Girl? Here comes the other dog. Over here, Girl.
There's
Sit.
my girl. There's my girl.
I don't see you. Right here.
There she is.
Oh, there she is. Oh, bacon maple bar for Girl. She's out of the frame.
Oh, what good babies you are. Okay, go get that guy.
Okay, I got to get that guy off the holder.
All right,
doggies.
If anybody else wants...
Who's nuts?
Okay.
He's nuts. All right.
Not that.
I'm going to transfer him over to the other phone, so just a minute.
Okay. I'm telling you, Craig needs to be on camera more often. I don't know. It's obvious that he enjoys it. We got to get a camera for Craig because we're definitely missing out on Craig not being on camera more often. You guys know what I'm saying? And thanks to Wade and all the callers who helped us do our giveaway tonight. I always enjoy the giveaways because it just seems to add a little bit of excitement to the show. Wade, Craig is just figuring out.
Hey,
what are you doing?
There's a clip. This is real. You got to let him know it's real.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Okay.
This is real, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes life can be a little overwhelming. Sometimes the weight of the world can be too much to bear. Sometimes you need to stop worrying and take a deep breath. Sometimes you need cannabis. Introducing Brightside, high-quality cannabis delivered right to your door. Brightside offers an extensive menu of strains and products to meet your needs. Choose the experience you want, and we'll send you the dankest herb, the real sticky icky, some top-shelf marijuana. If you like what we send you, keep the whole jar. We'll even include some nugs for you to blaze. As part of Discovery, you'll get to try new strains and products. Side effects may include euphoria, increased appetite, uncontrollable giggles, elevated sensitivity to musical dopeness, and reduced anxiety. Tetrahydrocannabinol may also induce feelings of existential well-being and relentless optimism. With a Brightside subscription, you can get it once a month, once a week, or whenever you want, all at a price you'll like. And yes, this is a real company.
Do you know who I am?
You're the wizard.
Ask your doctor if cannabis is right for you. It probably is. Keep it Brightside.
Illusions of musical dopeness. Fuck yeah, everybody needs to have those. All right, so let's see. If anybody wants to call, the numbers are on the screen. I'll give you guys a couple minutes. Sorry about the interruption. But I'm glad, again, we got to do the giveaway. Thanks to everybody who helped make that happen. Thanks to Woolco, who helps make every show happen. Craig didn't get your media package out in the mail just yet, but I have to put something special in there, so it's good he didn't mail it just yet, Woolco. But we'll get it in the mail this weekend, I hope. And thanks to Jackie Cat for our first Litecoin donation. That's very, very nice of you, Shug. And thanks to Randy. And thanks to Dawn for a very, very first Zelle donation. That was freaking awesome. I love it. So, you guys are the greatest. Without you, I thanks so much for tuning in, because you make the show worthwhile. If it wasn't for you guys, I'd be sitting here talking to myself. And that's not what I would be spending any time doing, I can tell you. So you make it worth coming out here. And every 5 nights a week, we do it Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So I hope we see you again on Monday. Same Mox time, same Mox channel. Until then, stay cool, because one of these days, this war is gonna end. Stay cool till then.
No matter which mouth you feed on a two-headed snake, it still shits the same turd. But lucky for you, you have Mox News. More than 10 years. More than 60,000 videos. Mox News has been filtering the nonsense and illuminating the bullshit from your mainstream media. Turn off your TV and turn on to Mox News. For over a decade, documenting the socio-political events that have etched and carved the pathways that define today's modern mess, Mox News has been providing clarity while faithfully bringing you today's relevant stories 100% commercial-free and subscription-free. And just like Lady Liberty vows to remain free. But at this time, we're asking you for your help, your patronage, and your support to keep the lights on and the videos rolling. For less than 17 cents per day, you can become a basic subscriber, knowing that your donation is truly making a difference that will help continue bringing the news stories that make a difference in your life. Turn on, tune in, and drop a couple dimes today by clicking the link below or visiting moxnews.com and show your support at any level. From a single one-time donation or dedicated monthly subscriber, do it now in less than 2 minutes. All donations are safe, securely processed, and verified using PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover Card. As always, we're sure you'll find something of interest each and every day. This holiday season, give the gift of Mox. MoxNews.com.
And thanks to Craig for the delicious donuts. I love Henry's Donuts. They're so good. I wish we could get them for a sponsor.
I mean, this coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. I wish the coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they don't attack each other. They stay united. Coalition of misfits, and they cobble together and they